how to kill people. It's easy.
I think that's gonna be good.
He has a lion. No! It was stupid. Never mind. Oh, did it work? Can I?
Yes!
Oh, sorry. What? Take that, game. Yes. Oh, that felt good. Are we live? I think we're live. We're back.
We're back.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, it's been a whole week. Yes, and how the world has changed. How
don't
we
mention
have
it.
changed. Welcome back, people. Last week was a...
Don't worry about it.
Okay, cool. Nothing's going on in there's... Yeah, it's fine. We're good. We're professionals. That's what we are. Yeah, last week was a blast. And we're looking forward to another session of Beowulf D&D with our two mighty adventurers, one of whom is soon to be a hero, if all goes well, of course. If his weird would have it, and what is weird, fate.
The other one is soon to meet Hela.
Yeah, we left off on quite a note. Let's put it that way. But before we dive into that, welcome. This is Streaming the Past, a project from Leiden University and the Value Foundation, in which we play all sorts of historically oriented games and either really or sort of try to be intelligent about them. We've got this special running now, which is Dungeons and Dragons Beowulf style. It's based on this beast of a book. So if you're interested in what you see and would like to recreate it with friends at home, then look for the Beowulf Age of Heroes book. It is amazing, both in terms of historical grounding and just overall play material. Yes, so our adventure is set in a mythical time that would roughly match up with late 7th century, early 8th century northwestern Europe, the Whale Road, which is a real thing. But the majority of place names and individuals is absolutely 100% fictional, although inspired by history, of course. We use the book as source material, meaning that we're throwing about a lot of weird terminology, historically funded terminology. But other than that, of course, there's still magic involved. There is still physics-defying combat, still a lot of epic stuff going on.
Yes.
Anything else we should mention? If you like what you see, consider following us or even subscribing if you're feeling feisty. You gave me a weird look. Maybe
I just look like that. Much like my character, I just look like that.
Okay.
I'm a bit nervous.
Well, so am I. But
I'm chilling.
It's gonna be well, yay you. Glad you're mentally sound. Yeah. Do we want to summarize where we left off last week?
I think that'd be good.
All right, awesome. So, our hero, Eofor, has set out on his own, on his first journey into the world beyond the beautiful, verdant Norway to answer a plea for help from his uncle, King Finn Blueskin, who is a Frisian ring giver that was in trouble because he couldn't reply to the request of his high king, queen. Jeez, sorry. His queen, who'd asked her loyal subjects to send her their best warriors in the hopes of fighting a undead plague that was spreading across the land. Thus, King Finn had sent for his sister, and in the hopes of getting aid in the form of our hero. And now they've reached Frisia. They sat down for a nice feast, some dinner, some taunts and awkward interactions on the social front until they heard a scratching on the closed doors. And 3 undead revenants burst into the mead hall of the king, along with a shadowy entity who seems threatening enough, even though being not entirely corporeal. And the exact note we left off on is Brekka, Nina's character, prone, unconscious, ready to make his first death saving throws.
No.
Fun.
And Eofor jumping into the fray after a bit of a
Setback.
a bit of a setback, with his sword ablaze in the last rays of the setting sun, pushing his undead opponent to the ground in awe of this legendary weapon. So, I suppose, let the combat continue.
Yes.
You were attacking one of these undead assailants.
Yes.
I guess you can topple over one of the figurines.
Yeah, and I can. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Good night.
Okay, so I'm assuming this is our undead
Yes.
buddy here, right?
Sure is.
Yes.
Okay, he's prone. Now.
Great. That was my intention.
You've already hit him, so technically there's no issue of advantage or not.
Yeah.
You're just going to roll for damage.
Okay, great. Well, yeah, then that's what I'm gonna do. So first, I just held up my sword, and it suddenly started to shine brightly. And I'm like,
Sulkling.
my soulkling, exactly. But I'm not really noticing it because I saw my newly found comrade lying on the ground, and I was just like, no, not gonna do that. So yeah, I'm just gonna rush over, smack him in the head.
Awesome.
So that's what I'm gonna do.
Very good. Roll for your damage then.
You gotta be 4 slashing damage. Well, no, radiant damage, right? Yeah,
Yes.
4 radiant damage.
Okay, I need to get out my pencils so I can actually write down.
Was
what's
it a
going
critical hit?
on. Yeah, you rolled an at 20. Otherwise, your sword wouldn't have
Yeah,
done,
right.
gone
Yep,
and done its
yep.
thing.
It was
Are
a
we,
very.
are we gonna do? I roll twice the number of dice, or double the number?
Just double the dice. Just double the dice.
5. 5
Sick.
radiant damage.
Hold on, what? What did you?
I rolled a 1,
No,
Oh.
so my 1 is doubled.
yeah.
It's better than nothing.
Oh, you do double the dice, no?
Yeah, so you
there's-
double the value of the dice,
No,
right?
no, two different dice.
That's
Okay,
how the
but then
DM
you-
rules it.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, I'm not gonna intersect with the DM rules, you know. I'm just a director here.
Critical roll.
Depends. It depends.
Just double the dice. You can roll again. And let's say you
I
double
prefer
the dice.
rolling again. It
Is
feels
it-
nice.
fine.
Yeah, sure. 6.
Hooray!
Listen.
There we
there
are to the
wasn't-
point of
there-
damage.
Fate had a hand in this.
So first, I fall into the fucking fire because of a natural 1.
Dousing the
Dousing
flames
the
as you go.
flames. Then I stand up and heroically charge my opponents. Get out my sword. It
And
shines.
as you thrust forth your shining blade, you just go.
I'll take it.
Well, either way, you sink the blade into the shoulder of this fiend lying prone on the ground.
Yeah.
Pull it back up again as it squirms and breathes in heavily with lungs that have long rotted away.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the turn of the umbral creature lurking and fading into the shadows, who has attacked the young man who earlier dared to mock your father's legacy.
I don't
Is
mind
he
if he
down?
dies. He mocks my father's legacy. We can't have that.
I wouldn't be too quick about that, to me.
Oh.
Let me get out my books.
Book time.
Yes, so many source material. Thank God I memorized the pages. Okay, let's go. So, what the shadow does is it turns its eyeless expressionless gaze towards your blade as it shines with divine light, and decides, nah, apparently. And my mic is not behaving, sorry. There we go. It disengages from its foe and disappears.
Gone it
Oh.
is.
That's not scary at all.
Oh, that's not ominous.
Shit. We're so dead.
I already am, bestie.
I didn't have time to sacrifice an animal before the battle. How are we gonna win this? Tyr doesn't know he has to support us.
Okay, so then it's the turn of the four valiant warriors present in the mead hall. This one over here sees the assailant lying down right next to a bunch of laymen who are not at all prepared for this threat, even though it's been haunting them for days now, and yells at them to all stand up and get away as far as they can from the battlefield. Neat. So all 6 citizens sitting at this table stand up and move away along with the warrior. They are now here.
The warrior's going with them. Rude.
This one does the exact same thing,
Oh my god.
and he gets another 8 people to join him in retreat away from the danger. Then we've got the king along with his trusty warrior Pia, and the king breathes in heavily, wheezing now, and yells at him to, instead of saving his life, which will find its end one way or another, protect his young nephew. So Pia sets down the king, looks hesitantly, and
I'm not sure you can see the king on the map currently. I will slide it forward a little.
there you go. So the king is that nice metal-looking dice.
Sorry, there's a delay, so I don't know. Yeah, there, this guy.
Is it visible now?
This guy. No, I think right now it looks good. Yep.
Cool. Excellent. And Pir is headed in your direction. He used up his action to carefully position the king back on his throne.
Yeah.
He's now headed for you. He will help you. And we got that little fella over there who just grasps at his chest with dazed eyes, shocked from the sudden cold that settled into his heart and his veins. And he looks around, panicked, sees what his companions are doing, and figures he can only do the same, as he is duty-bound to protect his charges. He turns around to the 2 unarmed citizens sitting at the table and beckons them to join him. And they also move in that direction. Very good. I think that's it then. Yes, that means you're up.
Okay, what do I roll?
D20?
Okay. This guy. 10.
Nice. Okay, that's one save that you made.
Okay, that's nice.
That's just...
You're still good to go.
just made it.
Death saves. 1 success.
Damn.
Excellent. Very good.
Gonna roll a natural 1 next.
No, you are not.
We've got this little guy over here who has made, I think, a total of 3 attempts now to hit a citizen and failed each time.
Yeah, that citizen was
Because-
real.
Nimble citizen.
Well, yes, that or the ligaments attaching his muscles to his bones have long decomposed, meaning that he can't really, function
Who needs ligaments?
at all. But alas, he is tenacious. So he lets out another unsettling screech with whatever vocal cords he has left. And takes another stab and hits for a change.
Boo.
Meaning he does a whopping 5 points of damage to this person. A young woman who now sees a sword sticking out of her shoulder, winces, cries, stumbles back, the sword is pulled out. She is not in a good state. She's still standing, but that's about all you can say for her.
Uh-oh.
Okay. And then we've got this one. I think if you're prone, you need to use half your movement to get up.
Yep.
Very well. He does exactly that. Gets up. He has no eyelids left to squint, sadly, but he would, since you are spreading bright daylight in an area of 10 feet around you. And nonetheless, because he hasn't got the brain cells left to rethink his actions, he attacks you.
Does he do so at disadvantage because he can't see, or?
No, because he still can see.
Ah, shit! It doesn't blind anyone.
No.
Shit.
It's sadly it is not
Too much
blinding.
to hope for.
What is your armor class?
15.
Very well. He swings at you with his rusted blade, and then almost falls back under the weight of his sword. Misses as you stand there, a beacon of hope, quite literally, in this case.
Oh yes.
And I'm missing an undead fella.
Well, then
That
we'll
guy's
get
on
one.
that.
Ah, there
Yeah,
we go.
That's not a, yeah.
Or would you rather have this one?
I'll go with this one. He also goes for you, and he
Of
makes
course,
it.
I'm a shining beacon.
Hell yeah, you attract attention, son. And he attacks. That doesn't hit, but thank God he can attack twice. And pretty sure that hits. Yes. Very well.
Uh-oh.
Oh, girlies.
He does a total of 5 points of damage.
I'm fine.
Very well. In that case, you're up next.
Okay. I can only attack using my action, right? I assume.
Yes.
I will... Stabilizing is also an action, I assume, right?
I think so, yeah. Is it an action? That is?
Probably.
Is stabilizing an action? I think it is, right?
It seems like it would be an action.
I think it's an action.
Yeah.
Yes. I am going to call out to anyone who might hear, but specifically to Pierre, is his name, right?
Yes.
Help my friend, I'm gonna say.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna start slashing again.
Very good.
I'm gonna go for the one that I had already hit previously.
Yes, that would be this one.
Yes. That is a dirty 20. 2 hits.
Neat. That hits.
I should assume so. Fucking hell. Shit. 5 points of radiant damage.
Okay, the mighty soul cling slashes down once more, but sadly, still as of yet somewhat inexperienced hands cannot bring it to its full potential. Nonetheless, the zombie is looking worse than it was already.
Yeah, I think that's everything I can do. I don't really have any noteworthy bonus actions.
Okay, very well. You could try to move around, although that would earn you 2 attacks of opportunity.
No, I'm
So
not going to
maybe
go.
not worth the
I'm
trouble.
not going to go out of anyone's reach. Is there any way I can? Am I already in between Breka and them?
Yes.
Then I'm not gonna.
Okay, excellent. Right.
Yeah, so you cannot stabilize as a bonus action unless you are a cleric higher level.
I thought so. Then that's it for now. Just gonna try to square my shoulders and form even more of a barrier between Breka and the bad guys.
Very well. You noticed the shadow disappear from you. And this time, you notice it morph into place, as if seeping out of the ground right behind Pier. Do the same thing it did to poor Giannis, the boy who dared mock you. Reaches out its clawed, incorporeal, soot-black hand into the back of the man, and apparently squeeze as Pier convulses and lets out that same pained breath, gasp for air. Yeah, that'll do it.
Uh-oh.
And
Get out of here. What's gonna happen?
takes a bit of damage.
TPK.
We're so fucked, Nina. What the fuck are we gonna do?
Can't do shit.
Very well. And then we're going to move on quickly after I've noted this all down. Sorry. Awesome. And then it's the warrior's turn again. Pier has quite clearly heard your request. You're pretty hard not to notice at the moment. So he, not quite realizing what has happened to him, just dashes forward, which earns him an attack of opportunity from the shadow.
Oh no. Did I kill Pierre?
Thankfully, Pier is true to his name, the mightiest warrior of the king's court, manages to instinctively duck enough to evade another grasping claw from the monster, and reaches Breka successfully.
Yes.
And will make a medicine check, I think, to stabilize him.
I think so.
Very good. Ooh, yep. You are stable. Congratulations.
Yes.
It does mean you're still
Yeah,
out of
unconscious,
commission.
but I'm not dying.
You're not dying anymore.
That's sick.
He finds the cuts and gnaws on your body, manages to put enough pressure on them, takes out a couple of rags that he apparently carries with him because he's cool like that, binds them around the wounds. You're good.
Moose frantically
Such a
running
cool
around
guy.
on my body.
Yeah, oh, little Moose. For those of you who are new to the series, Moose is Breka's little mouse companion, who is not having a good time right now. Very good. Then we've got the guy over here.
Giant
Who-
moose on the screen happening now.
Wow, awesome!
Giant moose.
Well, that's Moose people introducing you to the mighty.
The mighty
the great,
moose.
the amazing, the awesome Moose. This warrior over here seems to take on a battle stance, ready to attack anyone, anything. In this case, that comes close to his charge. Same for this one, and this guy also takes up stance and yells at the other citizens to move out of the way, away from the violence, away from the danger zone. So they've done their thing, meaning if Breka's stable, what happens next? Because it's your turn now.
I think stable is still not conscious.
I think I
It's
just,
unconscious,
having
right?
having a little dream.
So probably nothing.
Yeah, I'm sleeping right now.
Very good. Then we'll skip right past you, I'm afraid.
Yeah, let's see. Stable condition. A stable creature that isn't healed regains 1 hit point after 1d4 hours.
Sick.
Awesome.
I'll be
So
there for a
still
while.
unconscious.
It's gonna take you 3 hours. Just letting you know.
We didn't have any any healing items, right? No.
You don't.
I don't.
You don't.
So depending on how you became stable, you can lose. You are. You have a 10% chance of becoming conscious and disabled every turn. So you're unconscious from the stabilization. I will just presume it was like from a healing check. Just
Yes,
for-
a medicine check.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a bit different. If it doesn't really matter. Let's make it a bit easy. So you're not losing hit points, and you have 10% chance of becoming conscious and disabled every turn.
Okay.
So,
So I roll
let's
a
roll a
D10?
d10.
Yeah, roll D10. That's nice.
There you go.
Let's
Your
see if
shiny
Moose
new
can
dice. That's,
wake you up.
that's a d10.
It is?
Yeah, that's a
Where's the
d10.
10?
The 0 is
Zero
a
is
10.
a 10.
Oh. I'm going to type 7.
Sad.
Not
That's
it.
not a 10.
We're going to say that on a 10 you
Yeah,
make
I
it,
figured.
clearly. Very
And
well.
on a 1 I die.
In that case, this one is going to attack you again. And is going to mix it up a little.
Oh no.
Because he is also carrying a shield.
Uh-oh.
He tries to move forward, but as he does, a fracture appears in his lower leg, and he almost crushes through his bone, meaning he stumbles and instead of hitting you, just sort of wobbles there.
Did he roll a natural one?
No,
Oh.
but he sure as hell missed.
Yes.
The other one, however, still there, still able to attack.
Oh.
You see another fracture appear in the exact same spot as his buddy just had happened, except this one goes all the way through. And he slumps through one of his legs as the bone gives way to all the weight it's supporting without the proper organic material to actually do so. His movement speed is henceforth halved.
Holy shit.
That's the natural one.
Also, needless to say, he doesn't hit you.
Thank the gods.
Mm-hmm.
That's so great. Okay. Like this I can handle it.
This fellow over here is going to give me a wisdom save.
So many fellows, I don't like them.
He does make it, sadly. And seeing very little moving space to get to you, even though you're shiny as hell,
Mm-hmm.
goes for Beer. And let's see if he makes it. You hear a third snap. I was rolling so good last session. This is weird, guys. In the setting of Beowulf, weird is similar to fate. However, it's not just predestination, it also got some karma in the mix, and I am right now experiencing that karma for torturing my players last session.
Yeah, you are.
Well, as I don't think it needs much description. He too slumps to the ground and his movement speed is halved. He misses dramatically. He doesn't even get close to the mighty warriors' back. So, yeah, that was a turn wasted.
Oh no.
You're up, my friend.
Oh,
my
yes, I am.
young hero.
Okay, I have to finish the one off, right? Yeah. I'm gonna try to finish the one in front of me off.
You're welcome to try.
Yeah. Okay. Why are you unconscious? I need you, Brekka.
Got no hit points.
Natural 20.
Oh, good. It lights up
Again.
even more.
The sword not simply radiates but hums with sunlight, with the power of the divine, whatever blessing graced your father, his father before him, and now you. And you bring your sword and all your rage down upon this foolish creature that dared oppose you, dared harm your friend, your follower, your new companion. He is to feel your wrath in all its glory.
All right. I'm so happy. Natural 20 again. How? Okay. Oh, wait, wrong die. Again. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, that's fine. So that's better than last time. That's 13 points of radiant damage.
All right. Your blade makes contact with the creature's rib cage. It shatters, but the point of Solkling just runs short of his spine, meaning that by whatever unholy force this thing is still functioning, it manages to stay standing.
How?
But there is very, very little left.
Oh no! Why won't you die?
Wow, he's already dead.
Why do I keep? Oh, okay.
To be fair.
That is very astute of you.
Okay, that was my turn, I guess.
Very good. Okay. You see that Janus rushes forward, makes it to Brekka, takes out a small package wrapped in bark, ties it loose, takes out something that looks like a paste,
Janus!
puts a thick layer of the gunk on his hand, and rubs it under your nose. And you regain 3 hit points.
Oh, where am I? Sick.
Okay.
He just hovers over you and goes, "Are you okay? Are you?"
Even better.
You echo Moose's panicked squeaks.
I'm sorry, do I see just AO4 and like 17 of these guys in front of me? Like, okay.
Yeah, absolutely. And AO4 is literally a lighthouse.
Oh, I'm dead.
literally.
I see the shining light. I'm like, I'm dead.
He looks puzzled and just
Close my
gets
eyes
up,
again.
lets the adrenaline do its thing, and takes a step back again.
Okay, I'm glad Janus didn't die.
There you go. Very good. Then it's Pier's turn, who, seeing that Janus has helped him out, turns around. There is no rage, only cold determination in his eyes as he swings. For the poor soul who doesn't know what he's got coming. That's nice. That'll hit. He does. Nice. He grabs his blade with both hands, his shield still securely tied for his back, and makes a mighty swing, doing a solid 12 points of damage in one go
Holy shit.
to the Revenant, who shrieks in surprise, thinking that he had a willing piece of prey in front of him. But alas, his ribcage too is shattered, and he now not only has to contend with his leg not functioning, but with his entire torso out of commission.
Nice.
He's not doing well.
Damn.
Very good. The other 2 warriors remain in place, yell again for citizens to get out of the way. And then the shadow moves
Oh.
and goes for whatever is closest to it, apparently in a blind, uncontrolled hunger, and reaches out for what you assume to be the remains of a centuries-old heart still trying its very best to cling on to the last traces of life encapsulated within the rotting flesh.
Oh, okay.
Sadly, it does not hit,
Shit.
but the intent is most definitely there.
Do
Creature
we see
remains-
that?
Oh yes, you see the shadows thickening and moving in and out of shape, in and out of being as they undulate and congest around the remainder of the Revenant's heart. But just stop short of actually squeezing.
Okay.
Very well. That's your turn,
Oh.
Brekka.
Oh no. I look at all this and I wish I was still asleep. Oh boy.
Asleep.
Yeah.
Asleep, sure, yeah.
Yeah. All right, I get my bearings a little bit. I realize I am in fact not dead. Aelfor's sword is just shining for some reason. I'll figure out why after this. If I stand, I'm prone, right? So if I stand up half my movement, that's. Is anyone engaged with near me? Like, if I run away, would anyone be able to hit me?
These two are engaged with.
Yeah, but if I were to
Aelfor.
run, would they get an attack of opportunity?
I'll say that if you get up.
Yeah.
Do you want to get up? I'm assuming
Yes.
you'll get up. You're over here. So you're just out of reach of these two.
Sick bonus action. I don't know, dash. I'm getting out of here.
Okay. Be my guest. I won't stop you.
Fair
I
enough.
only have
Good idea. Good idea.
15. I
Then,
have 15 feet left.
yeah, so that's you can move 6 squares. Hold up, no, if you dash, that's
No, but if I didn't dash, I'd have
yeah. So I'm assuming that will be 45 feet. You
tight. Would 15 get me like on this side of this
each
table?
square is 5 feet.
No, it will not get. It will get me on the table.
In that case, I want an acrobatics check.
Okay, what if I wanted to go underneath the table and then hide instead? What kind of table is this?
Then you shouldn't have gotten up because you could have just
I'll
crawl and
I'll
used
crawl.
your full movement. No, you gotten up.
Fuck.
You've gotten up.
Good. Good.
No, I'll just dash. I'll just fuck off. I'm just go past this guy.
He just kind of goes.
Don't worry about it. Go over here.
Okay,
I chill over there.
excellent.
I don't have anything to heal myself. So that's great. I'll just pull out my bow.
Nice.
Do you
Take
have
a,
a- do you
take
have
a
a-
shot at the dead one?
They're all dead.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that this one has half cover
Uh-huh.
from Giannis standing there. This one has full cover. This one you can just hit easily.
I'll hit the one I can hit then.
Come on.
What do I add to this dex bonus? Because it's ranged?
It should be there on your weapon sheet, right? Or you didn't write it down, did you?
No, but I believe
Dex
bow
plus
bows.
proficiency.
But I believe
Mhm.
bow is dex based.
Dex plus proficiency.
So +5.
+5, so 15.
Neato, that hits.
Sick.
Go on.
Tight. I remember how to roll. I don't know how the things look like yet.
That's a D8. You need a. Okay, yeah,
Oh,
you
I thought
get.
it was a 6. Oh, it is an 8. You're right.
You
I
know,
need
a
normal
D6
dice.
is
Oh, it's
just
the
a
normal
regular
monkey
die,
brain.
yeah.
Listen, I just need. And it's.
Do you get sneak attack because he's
I
engaged?
do.
Awesome.
But then I get 3 of them, and I need to. Dog shit, great. 2 and a 1, and a 4. 7
Okay.
plus my dex bonus, which is 3.
So
So
that's
10.
a total of 10. Very
Nice.
well. You aim with your bow, one eye closed as you focus on the decomposing mug of the monster and let the arrow fly swift and steady through the air. It hits him in the throat, shatters part of his column, and he is looking very on the edge, as they
Looking
say.
really rough.
Yeah, I look at Giannis and I go, see, I got it.
And next up are our undead buddies who sort of aware of the fact that their leg isn't functional anymore, decide to just stay in place and go for the most easily reachable chunk of meat in their vicinity, being you again. And one of them raises his sword, the big dude. What was your armor class?
15.
15. Okay, yeah, that'll do it. I need you to make me a DC 12 strength saving throw as it thrusts towards you with his shield.
Uh-oh. Okay. Let me see if I have proficiency in that. Just strength?
A strength saving throw?
Okay. If it's a saving throw and I don't have proficiency in it, do I add anything to it?
Just your strength modifier, I think.
12.
That'll do. It's meet or beat.
Okay.
So it's just you grit your teeth, you hold your breath, you flex every muscle in your chiseled body, and you manage to stay upright as this monster slams into you full force. You do take 4 points of damage, though.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. This one, noticing that the tables behind it have vacated, also goes for you.
Mm-hmm.
Armor class was 15, correct? Very well. The first hit misses. And the second hit does too, by the exact same value. He again goes, but then crushes even more of his lower region. Doesn't manage to land his rusty blade anywhere near you.
Ha ha ha.
Very well. Then we've got the third one, who seems fairly oblivious to the shadowy tendrils reaching for its heart, and instead decides that this looks like a nice snack. So he swings. And that is... Whoop! He misses. Swings a second time because he has got grit, he does, and misses again. Jeez, these guys suck.
Yeah, they do.
Very good. You're up. Let's see
Oh
if
my
you
God.
suck less.
Yes. That's fine. Okay. This time, I'm really angry and frustrated because I've been hitting the same guy 4 times in a row and he's still not more dead than he already was. So I'm just gonna stab him in the heart.
Stab him in the heart. You
Try
go.
to, at least.
It's going to be difficult because there's not much of a heart left, but
Fair
have
enough.
at it anyway.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That'll do the trick.
Okay. Yes. It's a 12
You don't
point.
have to tell me what you...
Okay.
You go for the heart, and as you plunge your blade into the sorry excuse for a dangly bit of meat that still rests within a shattered ribcage, your blade hums content because a small victory has been achieved. And you see as whatever magic held this structure of bone and flesh aloft vacates the body, and the skeleton crushes down to the floor.
Yes.
A sorry heap of human despair. Dunk.
Dead. Let's go.
Also-
Okay, great.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Um,
Anything else you can do?
no. I mean, I can move, but, well, I can stay within, what is his range? Where can I move
This one?
while staying within his range? Yeah.
You could circle around here.
Mm-hmm.
You could get here.
If I stand here, am I still within his range?
Little iffy, but yeah. Yeah, basically you've got a radius of 5 feet around him. So. You can't attack
I was
anything
wondering
from where you're
if
standing.
I could, but that one is a bit too far away for him to be
Yes.
flanked, and I'm not
Yes.
facing his direction either.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna stay where I was, I guess.
Mhm.
I'm gonna stand here, next to him.
Cool. Okay.
That's all.
Very good.
Flex my muscles for a bit because I'm proud of myself. This is my first kill, my first ever battle, so I'm really proud and scared.
Okay. The shadow doesn't like your bright light drawing ever closer, shrinks away,
Oh really?
takes its full movement towards the king.
Oh no! Oh no! Not the king. My uncle.
There we've got the warriors. He is going to roll a perception check for me. Very well, okay. Sees an easy target in front of him, swings again. Holds his blade with 2 hands. Easy hit. And decapitates the creature. It goes down
Right.
with a sad hits the ground.
Oh,
Gone off this earth.
yes, come on. We're halfway there. Oh, that's great.
We've got our friend Yanis here, who's just looks at you, your blade shining, your muscles
rippling.
with rippling muscles and humming blade. Sure, yeah. He decides you've got this. He looks fairly impressed. It's like he's watching cinema, except cinema hasn't been invented yet. So his mouth is just wow. And he turns to protect the citizens.
Okay, great.
Then
No.
you're up.
Oh, tight. That thing scares me. So I'm gonna go try and
Can
hit.
you give me a perception check?
Oh God. No, I don't see shit. That's a natural 1.
You didn't even
Oh,
notice it moving
shit.
there.
Great. I didn't even notice it moving there. I'm going to try to move. God. 1, 2, 3. That's 5, and that's 15.
But you can move 30 now if you want to
So
move.
I can go here, and now I can hit him.
Oh yes,
And
absolutely.
am I still 1, 2, 3? I'm
you might
within
want
30
to
feet.
move.
Yeah, no, I don't want to
here.
move, but I'm within 30 feet of AO4. Am I not now?
Yep,
Yeah.
Sick.
just
Tight.
about.
All right. I will hit that guy. Try to.
You go hit
with
that guy.
goal. 15 plus 5.
That'll do
20.
it.
Dirty
That'll
20.
Do it. That'll do it.
Nice. Nice.
I've separated my die with the highest number up, so I know which die it is. I'm
Those
very
are pro
smart.
skills.
Thank you.
Well done.
4 and a 3. 7. 8.
Again,
Plus.
your arrow flies swiftly, steadily through the air, almost singing. Hits the creature in a very familiar spot. His skull cracks backwards, and his neck, not managing to support the heavy object, just snaps. And you see as the skull falls, rolls backwards, and the body plummets to the ground, sinks through its knees. This one's down too.
Nice.
My first-
God.
Honorable kill. Let's put
Well
it like
done.
that. Nice.
Good.
Why is your sword glowing?
You can respond to this message.
I don't know.
Spoken like a true hero. Anyway, it's your turn.
My turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I look around. A lot of dead guys. Then I guess the only enemy I still see if I look around is the shadow, right?
Yes.
And the shadow's headed towards the king.
Yes.
So I guess being the hero that I am, I'm gonna run towards the shadow.
Okay. This is a little backtracking, but I am going to have you roll a perception check for me because the shadow is currently within dim light.
Good idea. And it's already a shadow, so it might
Mhm.
already be difficult to see. Just regular perception? I rolled a 19, so that's above 20.
That'll do. That'll do. You noticed the shadow creature move to your uncle, who is very much defenseless,
Then
far as you know.
I'm running that way. My speed is 35 feet, if I'm not mistaken, or 30 feet.
Your speed that should be on your character sheet.
It should be.
I'm thinking it's 30. It's
Yeah.
usually 30.
It's 30. Yeah, it's 30. Okay, so I'm gonna run.
You can. Oh, it doesn't matter much. Yeah, sure.
Do we have to roll another athletics check to get over what's
just
left on the
moving
fire?
diagonally doesn't cost you anything, so you can just go.
Okay. That's not. Yeah, he's not within my range yet. right?
No, he's not within the 10 feet of the daylight.
I'm gonna dash as my action.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna.
You could technically get in between it and the
Yeah.
king, yeah. All right.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna run up, take a deep breath, and jump right in the middle between my uncle and the shadow.
Okay. Valiantly, you throw yourself in between your ring-giving uncle and this unknown hellish entity. Your uncle has basically nothing on his mind but getting enough oxygen into his system. But taps briefly on your back, trying to encourage you.
I'm gonna say, "No fear, uncle. Your nephew's here."
Breaks his
Never
hand.
fear, your nephew's here.
Exactly. And my voice cracks when I say it. It's like, "No fear, no fear."
Cool. Okay, thanks. You made the right call because now the creature's up.
I'm so scared.
And it's hard to read this thing really because it doesn't have a face. But it would probably show gratitude since, something just threw itself at it.
Uh-oh.
Which is nice. So it just does what it intended to do anyway. Reaches out. However, as your blade senses this abomination draw close, for a brief moment, its light intensifies and you see as the claw reaches for your chest, it seems to disintegrate. Shadows and light don't go that well together. And it just drops its arm by its side, fusing it back with its main body and tilts its head a little in confusion.
Holy shit. Okay. That went surprisingly well.
Very good.
I thought
All
I was
right.
gonna die.
Pier, who may not have noticed the shadow initially, quite clearly saw you dashing for your uncle, and with a anguished cry, just crushes the skeleton even further as he too dashes for the shadow. He can't take an action anymore because he wanted to be quick, but he's there with you and he's flanking it now. Meaning you have
Nice.
advantage on your attacks against it.
Great.
Very good. The warriors look around. That one, can you move that one to close the gates?
Yes.
Okay, because that's exactly what it'll do. This one is going to move in to help him. That's Giannis, by the way. And this one takes a stance at this door, which is still closed.
Okay.
You're up.
I can't see anything, probably, or not much, except for this guy's glowing sword.
Now that his sword is in the direct vicinity of the creature, you can see a sort of blotted out silhouette in the halo behind Pier, so you definitely know it's there.
Oh, Jesus. I dash and try to get... That's 12 blocks I can move?
Mhm.
Great. 11, 12. Can I hit him?
You
Okay, let me
dashed.
do
Oh, you can dash as a
Yeah,
bonus action.
dash.
Oh, damn.
Rogue.
So good.
Oh, damn.
Gotta love rogues.
Oh, heck.
Oh,
Bonus
heck.
action dash.
Very good.
I'll try to shoot it. I don't know if it'll work because it's a shadow, but I'll try I'll take a stab.
Take
Well,
it
not a
away.
stab. I'll take a arrow to it anyway. Probably do not hit it. 9.
Total?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, technically you hit it,
Yeah,
but the
just-
arrow just flies
right.
through. It's a shadow. It doesn't have anything to catch hold of,
Damn.
apparently.
damn,
As this shadow
damn,
barely
damn.
manages to hold on to reality faced with
Okay.
the divine radiance of Soulcling.
Does it seem to look at the lights? Like, is it
It's just
okay?
the shape of its head is slightly tilted.
Oh
So if
wait, I
it's-
can't do anything. I already did my bonus action. Never mind. That's it. Never mind.
Very well.
End of my turn.
Okay, then you're up again.
Okay, so now that I am in between this creature and my uncle, I feel compelled by duty to face my fears and just face this monster head on. So I'm just gonna slash at him.
Give me an attack roll.
He's flanked, right?
Yes, so you've got advantage.
Great. 18.
That'll hit.
Okay. Okay. Huh. 6 radiant damage.
Awesome. If you're vulnerable to damage, that doubles it, right?
Yeah.
As you swing your blade once more at this creature, bundling all your courage, your determination into the steel, you slash through it. You slash through its neck, expecting it to disappear thus. But it remains in place, except that the gash you drew through its shape does not heal up this time. And it's almost eradicated by the blade. It's just a wisp left. A wisp of evil determination, hell-bent on feeding on the life it so very, very much desires.
Okay. That's it for me.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay here.
Very well. Your buddy, King Finn's buddy, Pier is going to take a swing and misses. And still misses with advantage, sadly.
Come on.
In his panicked rage at the prospect of potentially losing the most important person in his life, he doesn't manage to focus enough and just cuts through the shadow, but there's so little left of it that it's pretty difficult to hit. The warriors just stay in place, awestruck. Giannis moves closer, dashes, and they start closing the gate. He stands guard. Brekka, you're up.
I move a little closer. And I, just a little bit. I don't want to get too close. I, draw my bow. Wait. Isn't there a thing if you're too close with a bow?
You get disadvantage, yeah.
Uh-huh. Am I too close with the bow? I feel like
Ooh. I think that's only when you're in melee range, right?
What
you
kind of
use it-
bow is it?
Just a bow.
just a bow.
Short bow? Long bow?
It would be a short bow, yeah, I guess.
I think so.
The equivalent of a short bow. It just says bow in that thing.
It's not a hunting bow, right?
That's
A
the only bow. there
regular
is.
bow.
Well, that's the only bow.
No. There's a war bow.
Okay, well, it's the
No,
hunting
No,
it's
only
the
if you're
hunting one.
within 5 feet of it.
Okay, tight.
So, yeah. Just when you're in melee range. So you're fine.
The damn thing has a range of 80 feet, by the way. Just saying. You don't have to get close. If you
No,
don't
I just
wanna.
wanted to get close to be within 30 feet of AO4. Yeah, that's it.
Smart.
Actually, I'll stay here, take the shot, and then I can get closer to make it
It's okay.
less weird. No, I don't hit. 10.
Does Brekka get advantage because you two are flanking it? Or
I
is
do
it just
not
the
believe
flankers?
It's just the flankers.
Okay,
yeah.
then cool. In that case, you that's not gonna do it.
I get a little closer and I go. Bonus action, help, and I can see you within 30 feet. Do I think I think
Just tell me what you want to do.
yeah, I think I'm gonna distract it by throwing about 5 of my small rocks.
All right. In this epic, sweeping battle, you do the one and only thing you can think of to aid in this situation, and that is take out a bunch of tiny rocks and throw it at the monster.
And then I go, get his ass, AO4. That's the first time I've not addressed you as my lord, so.
What this basically means is that you have advantage.
Triple advantage.
That's good.
Advantage doesn't
No, I
stack,
know,
sadly.
still.
But you're giving him a. Can you help someone with an attack roll though? Isn't it just skill checks?
No, you
I
can
find-
give
no,
someone
I just give
advantage.
them 10.
Excellent. In
I'm
that
just
case,
a motivational boost.
yeah.
Disrespect. How dare you address me by my... No, just kidding. Just kidding. That's not what I say. It's what I think, though.
Seeing as how the revenants have gone down quite some time ago, it's you again.
All right. Then I feel extremely motivated by this. Also, because apparently it means that I wasn't paying too much attention to what Breka was doing, but apparently Breka's okay, so that's also nice to know. I'm just gonna look at Solkling and think, you and me, Solkling, and stab again.
Give me attack rolls, because you've got advantage.
Well, I'm gonna need it. That is great. 21.
How do you want to do this?
Let's fucking go.
Okay. So, after having looked at Solkling back at the monster, I swing back, carefully not hit my uncle, who is standing behind
Your
me.
uncle is slumped down on his throne.
Okay.
You would have had to try real hard to hit him.
Oh, he's slumped down? So
He's barely catching breath.
okay. In that case, I'm gonna put so much force into my swing that I do a little pirouette. I'm gonna spin around, so I'm gonna be like, "Hua, hua." And then I'm gonna do a full 360 and then end back with my sword thrusted towards the creature.
Very well. As you make your pirouette of doom,
My cape.
your cape billows this time naturally without the intervention of some bro energy. And with a final flash of this time factually blinding light, you thrust your blade into the few wisps of shadowy energy left of the creature and just erase them from this plane of existence. It disappears as silently as it came, leaving nothing behind but a deafening silence and no casualties. You have saved King Finn's Hall from the umpteenth incursion of the undead menace that has plagued his kingdom for quite some time now. You hear the king breathing heavily behind you. You hear Pierre Elise king sit up straight, looks him in the eyes and goes, "We're alive, that's what matters." You hear a relieved sigh ripple through the crowd. You see the warriors look confused. You see Giannis have a mixture of confusion and settling awe on his face as he looks at you, this young man, not much younger than he is, in fact, who just eradicated full-on monsters from within a closed space when so much could have gone wrong. You're still there.
Oh,
You
I'm
made
out of
it.
breath when I sit on my ass.
We're out of combat now, right?
Combat's over.
I
Okay.
sit down because I'm on. I have 3 hit points I'm still doing rough.
You're barely holding on. You see that the dirty rags wrapped around your wounds have started leaking, letting through carmine blood. You are not feeling great. It's better than dead, but not much, not by much.
I turn around and I say, Uncle, are you okay? Were you hurt?
I'll live. Thank you. He closes his eyes and doesn't seem to be able to utter much more coherent speech. But he's there. He's still there. He'll hold.
I look towards Pierre and I ask, do you think he's going to be okay?
We've been through this before. He will be okay. But you have proven yourself. I'll give you that. Thank you.
Thank you.
You have my deepest gratitude. That intangible menace was new. We hadn't seen that before. God. And he squeezes the shoulders of King Finn and nods at you again.
I turn around and see Brekka lying there.
Sitting on my ass.
And I just rush towards him.
You
Wait, I don't have to move my mini because we're out of combat. Okay. So I rush towards you and I'm like, Brekka, are you okay?
Ah! What the fuck?
I thought for a minute you were by the
Can you
gods.
turn off your sword? I can't see.
The sword flashed out. The flash that eradicated the shadow
You sure?
was
I
its
don't know,
final.
man.
Watch my brightness.
My divine grace.
Odin? Oh, fuck. I'm okay. Olive. Have you seen that before?
You mean people who should be dead not being dead and attacking others?
Yeah, and like a weird shadow thing.
No, never.
Oh, okay.
And I hope never to see it again, but I fear that we are going to see them again, so I hope you're prepared for that.
In the middle of your conversation, you hear an elderly man pipe up from somewhere within the crowd going, We should burn the remains and shatter the bones! Shatter the bones!
Bro, stop yelling. What?
Should we shatter the bones? I look towards Pierre, like, with a questioning look in my eyes.
He straightens himself out, ascertains that the king can hold himself upright and nods at you. Yes.
Can someone shatter a healing pouch?
Oh,
Maybe.
Anyone? Does anyone have anything to help my friend?
Is there a doctor in here?
Retainer? I just throw the question in the group if anyone has anything
The
to help.
crowd.
Yeah. Maybe Giannis has something.
You see the king catch his breath and go, we have the necessary herbs in an outhouse nearby the mead hall. We've got all you'd want to fix up your noble retainer there, but for now I would recommend that everyone stays here for the night. You have averted our assailants, but who's to say there's more waiting in the embrace of the night out there? We'll all stay here. We'll rest. I want all guards to stay on full alert. Run shifts if you need to. He tries to increase his volume, partially manages to, but you see that the people respect him enough to listen quietly and nod solemnly at his commands. You see the guards again take up their positions next to the gates. You see a couple of townsfolk pick up whatever they think they can use as weapons in case they should need them, and position themselves by the main entrance. Women and children are led to the tables. A few sleeping sacks are taken out. Everyone is preparing for the remainder of the night.
I'm gonna, first ask you, are you okay? Do you need
Blood
there-
is actively dripping down his forehead, his arm.
Do I? Are you?
I'll sleep it off.
Okay.
I should move myself to the corner.
You just
Crawl there.
right. Brekka just gives a heavy sigh and walks away.
Okay. I kind of shake off the awkwardness of not knowing what to do or say in that situation, and I want to head over towards the remains of one of the undead and see if there's anything to be.
Okay, you see that a couple of people have already gathered around the bodies, looking curiously scared, definitely. I mean, moments ago, these were horrifying creatures screeching and growling at them, yearning for their warm blood and living flesh. So they still keep some distance, but it's clear that they will start moving to gather their remains. Give me investigation.
Yes. Let's see if there's anything to learn.
I can finally open up my laptop.
Yay!
See what you find.
Ooh!
What did you roll?
Amazing.
Oh my gosh.
Well, not too amazing. 17.
Oh damn, that's still pretty good. Let's see. All right. So on the corpse of the attacker with the shield, you find a rusted bronze arm ring that you would estimate, just because of the metal involved, would be worth around 2 shillings.
Okay.
The skeleton carrying a shield has a shield. So if you choose to take it, you are now the proud owner of a weathered cone boss shield. So it's a round wooden shield with a iron cone nailed into the middle, giving it just a little extra oomph. Since it's poor state, it's in a poor state, it's also worth 2 shillings, should you desire to sell it. And you find on another body a small figurine of a hare carved in ivory. Although you can't divine its abilities right away, you do feel a certain je ne sais quoi radiate from the thing.
Okay.
Don't laugh at me.
I'm gonna...
the official D&D ruling. Je ne sais quoi. How would you describe this? Je ne sais quoi object.
I'm gonna leave the shield for what it is, assuming that if I want the shield, which I now kind of want, because this battle was intense and yeah, it felt weird not having a shield. But I think that I can ask if my uncle has any better shields. The shield looks like crap. The arm ring looks like crap too, right? Compared to what I'm wearing.
It's rusted bronze, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna leave that be as well. I'm just gonna be like, ugh. Just put it back. I'm gonna take the figurine though.
Neat. Very well. All right. As you back off away from the, to be honest, not very nice smelling remains, and move on to do whatever you want, you hear a young girl squeal in delight. Little shaky still from the ordeal, but she's found something worthwhile, and she raises up a golden torque at her mother, large enough to fit around someone's throat. And, everyone goes, ooh.
Damn. I could have found that, but I didn't.
Should have
We're
rolled
gonna
a
take it
20.
from a little girl though.
She rolled a
I already have my golden torques at home. It's fine.
Yeah.
You're
I
probably
don't
wearing
need 'em.
2 around your
I'm
arm.
wearing-
I
yeah,
mean,
exactly. I'm already wearing 3 of them, so I'm fine.
along with your golden teeth and your dollar signs.
Imagine the reflection of the light of the sword in my jewels. Amazing. I'm so
You're a
shiny.
walking, talking disco ball. It's real nice, real nice. Your drip is on point.
And now I'm just gonna ask if there's anything I can do to help. Just walk around, guide people. I don't
Very
know,
well.
stuff like
You could, just for the hell of it, give me a charisma check.
that. Because those went so well in the past.
That one, come on.
That is 8.
I would so love to make this a memorable interaction, but you just kind of go around, you're still panting from the battle. You're covered in
Can I help
gunk and cluttered blood that's probably over 100 years old. You're smelly, you're sweaty. Whenever you put a hand on someone's shoulder, it just slicks right off. It's not going well. The intention is there, I guess.
Okay. I'll just keep going, unaware of what effect I am having on the people around me.
They seem to have more interest in the massive golden talk
Fair
that the
enough.
girl found.
I'm asleep.
Oh yeah, you you just passed out the moment your
I
head hit the
decided-
floor.
I was gonna deal with it tomorrow, and that is if I wake up.
That is very nihilist of you. Sure, it's hasn't been invented yet. But go you.
I don't know. I think Toka may have me beat on that actually.
Oh,
Exactly,
damn. Yeah.
Toka. Oh, that reminds me. I suddenly realized that my retainer, Signe, and my bard, or Skop,
Mm-hmm.
Toka, are still on the boat. Ship.
Probably,
Ship.
yeah. For all
Ship.
you know, yeah.
It's a ship.
If it's a
So
sea vessel, it's a ship.
I'm kind of freaking out right now because the doors were closed. I don't know if there's any more undead out there. So I'm gonna go towards Pier because he's got a bit of like
I'm
the
going to say
leadership
that
role, right?
In the meantime, Pyr has guided the king into a room behind the
Mhm.
tapestry-covered wall,
So
backing his treasure seat. So it's just Pyr who's returned now and surveys the situation.
So when I realize this, I go, Pier.
Yes.
My retainer and my scope are still outside. Should we assemble a small crew to go outside and see if they're okay? Get them
I
in here?
admire your bravery, young man. Your courage is quite unparalleled, judging from tonight alone. But I'm going to be very honest with you. You were lucky. We do not know what's out there. You could very well be walking into a war band of these monsters. I can't risk it. I can't let you go.
And I can't let them be outside. Do
Do
You
they
see-
have able-bodied men or women with them?
Do they? DM? Like there were sailors,
Signe
right?
has been
Yeah, Signe,
training
yeah.
you for all your life.
Mhm.
She is an accomplished warrior.
What about the sailors? Or were the sailors here?
No, they're on the boat.
Okay, everyone was still on the ship, yeah.
Probably, yeah.
So then I say, yes. There are some capable people with them, but
Then we're not going to risk it. If you decide to fling yourself at the unknown, I won't stop you. I can only advise against it. Strongly.
are there any windows in this hall? No? Okay. Is there any way I can just look outside, see if there's any...
Shouldn't have gone to bed yet.
I suppose we could mount access to the roof so you can have a look.
out there, or we can have someone more, forgive me, nimble, undertake the climb.
No, I can do this. I can totally climb onto the roof. I've done that more often.
Very well. You see he gestures to a few men. They bring out a pretty large ladder, put it upright to the hole in the roof through which the smoke from the fire can escape. Someone darts up real quick before you, opens a hatch, but the moment he wants to peer through and report back to Pierre, he just goes like that. And you can climb up if you want.
I want to climb up. I'm the hero of the story. I can climb my own roofs.
You know what? Give me a just straight dexterity, I guess. Acrobatics, athletics. You can
Your
choose athletics or acrobatics.
No.
I'm guessing you'll go with
Athletics it is.
Hey.
One arm pull up the stairs. Shit. 7. And that's with a +5 modifier, so you can imagine.
Well, I won't say you fall.
A rip, as they say.
I won't say you fall down. Not even when several of the wooden lattices snap under the sheer weight of your full armor that you're, subjecting this poor ladder to. So again, you don't fall, but you're not helping your image. First the sweaty hands, and now this. I mean, some of that heroism you showed in combat is echoing on, but I mean, you get there. Let's leave it at that. You get up.
Yes. Getting down is going to be more difficult with so little steps in this ladder, but we'll be fine. We'll be fine.
You can just do an Assassin's Creed.
I'm gonna try that.
Burn your hands.
First, I want to look out. I want to. Yeah.
Give me a perception check at disadvantage.
Because it's dark.
Fuck.
I don't know how you forgot we're blind. We have rolled like
Dark
2
vision
good
is not a
perception
thing.
checks.
2.
What?
I rolled a 2 and I have a 0 modifier.
As you reach the final spot of the ladder, you snap through that one as well, resulting in you sliding down 5 and not being able to make it up fully to the opening in the roof anymore.
I kind of.
The wind goes for a second, and you swear it goes, oh, damn. Going through the woodwork on the roof.
I just get down and I say, it's fine. It's everything is. I'm sure they're okay out there. Thank you for. Thank you.
You're welcome. You hear Giannis, who's been observing this, go, ha! Sucker! And then slink back, going to help some citizens in need.
I remember Giannis in battle. I'm like, if it weren't for his help. Okay, no. Leave it. Walk it off. I'm gonna try to walk it off. I'm gonna strut through the room.
He's pacing back and forth.
I'm gonna pace, because I'm really worried about Toka and Signa.
Okay, very well. Unless you intend to do anything else, the night progresses. A awkward silence with some relief mix in covers the mead hall like an ill-fitting blanket. Large enough to provide warmth, always better than the sheer cold, but still unpleasant. And, do you sleep? Do you just
I sleep.
stay awake?
No, I sleep. I took some heavy hits, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to stay awake.
Yeah. Pierre gestures you towards the back of the hall as well. You can join the king in his room if you want to get a more comfortable bed than just plopping down on the floor,
I'm used to this.
wrapped in your cloak.
I'm used to this.
I'm gonna go to the comfortable bed because that's what I'm used to.
Very good. You head for the king's quarters and find yourself a comfortable enough bed. You're guessing someone has sacrificed that for you, but Pier is not heading in. He's apparently staying in the hall, surveying, making sure everyone's okay. You hear some ruckus every once in a while, and someone breaks out in sobbing, but other than that, remains peaceful, relatively, until dawn arrives, and you wake up fully rested.
Long rest. First long rest of the campaign.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
Good. The next day arrives. The king is up well before you. His nights are restless and short, even when there's no incursions of the undead into his domain. So he's already out when you open your eyes. But you see that by your bedside, a piece of bread is resting, along with a jug with a refreshing fluid in it to wake you up.
I devour it.
You wake up to the mead hall slowly opening its doors, townsfolk heading out because clearly they've got things to do and places to be and loved ones to check on.
Okay.
People are preparing for breakfast.
Yeah.
Others are also waking up. You see a few very disgruntled looking guards.
Yeah. I try to go up to the first guard I see.
That would be, just for convenience's sake,
Giannis? Do I know his name is Giannis? I wouldn't know.
No.
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 You!
Yeah,
You helped me.
I did.
Thank you. Any chance you could lead me to that chamber of healing herbs and all that
You
the king was
mean-
talking about?
The old lady's storehouse.
Yes.
Awesome. I mean, can I go? And he looks at someone whom he apparently considers his superior, and the superior just goes. He takes that as a yes. He beckons you to follow him.
Sick.
So you want to just go?
I'm going in there and I'm going to plunder it and create a healer's kit.
Okay.
Because I have the healer feat. I'm just gonna grab whatever.
A healthy, brisk morning walk down from the mead hall, you see a roundhouse, wood in structure. The roof is covered in moss. Looks very idyllic. Cottage core, if you will, although that does not exist yet. There is drying herbs dangling down from the roof. The door itself is covered with a, how do you call that round thing? A wreath?
Oh, a wreath,
Wreath.
yeah.
A wreath, thank you. English is not my native language.
ESL besties, we're all ESL, it's fine.
With flowers, it looks very welcoming, to be honest, even though you see traces of claws and blades having gone across walls that night. So do you knock? Do you want me to introduce you to her? Or
Knock, knock.
okay, knock on the door.
Yes?
Hi. This is Brecca. I am a retainer of the... Oh, wait, I can't speak. Oh, I do not know Frisian.
No.
Shit. I don't think I've picked up enough.
Do you speak the trading language?
I do, but I don't know if the lady speaks the training
She
language.
responded to you in the training. English.
sick.
So you're good. You're good.
I'm a retainer of the noble Prince Eofor of... I don't know what our hometown is called, but how do I pronounce it again?
Varholmen.
Varholm, who has come to the aid of King Blueskin, Finn Blueskin. I would humbly request some of your herbs to aid us.
You hear some rummaging in the space concealed by the door. Some. Where did I leave my? And then a click in a lock that was apparently bolted, so that no unwanted visitors would get in that night. And
Fair enough.
so it goes open, and you see an old lady, like the archetypal old lady. She's at least 2 heads
I see.
shorter than you,
I try
bent
to-
over. Peers at you. She would need glasses.
Well, despite that, I try to give her my most charming smile.
Well, hello, handsome.
Hello. I hope you I hope you you didn't get too disturbed last night.
Oh, well, I made a brave attempt at having a conversation with one of them through the door, but it would just... I'm assuming that whatever Time did to his voice didn't make him smarter either.
Those savages.
Attempted to build up a knocking language with the thing, but it was just scratching and sighing.
You're quite innovative.
Ah, yes. They called me Berta the Genius back in the day. Now they just called me Old Cow.
Well, you're still Bertha the Genius to me.
You flatterer. What a wonderful morning surprise this is after tonight. You said you wanted my herbs.
Yes, I have a little skill in the practice of healing and medicine.
My, how wonderful.
Yes, and I would love some supplies to help out.
Hush, 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 hush. Giannis, don't you have somewhere useful to be? No? Giannis goes,
Can I go?
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
Thanks. And hurries off.
anyway, you were saying, handsome?
Yes, I'd love some of your herbs to put together a little healer's kit, as we call it back home.
Well, good for you. I have tons of herbs, some freshly dried after the copious summer we had, even though those stupid creatures keep trampling my little garden.
Once my lord is done with them, I promise you, my lady, none of your herbs will be crumpled ever again.
What a wonderful prospect. Oh, glad you came, young man. Good to hear. Either way, come on in. Keep your shoes on. The floor is a little muddy.
All right.
I do my cleanings on the third day of the week.
Of course.
You see. Don't be shy.
I follow her in.
Come on in.
I go.
And she leads you into a very dainty space. There's not much furniture in there. Most of it is taken up by little boxes, vials, concoctions and things. Lots of stacked and dried herbs.
I love the ambiance.
Was it that?
Yes.
My hearing is not too great. When you use fancy words with me, I'm not going to understand.
I love the vibes, ma'am.
Same goes for young people talk, but I'll take it as you like how it smells in here. I like it too. It's better than the old people smell I seem to exhume spontaneously these days.
I would never have noticed.
Well, you're a flatterer, true. So you wanted what they call a healer's kit back home then?
Yes.
Excellent. And she starts to search through her piles of herbs.
I love her.
Gets out a little satchel, dunks some stuff in there, ties it up real neatly, and hands it to you and goes,
As I grab it, I catch her hand a little and I go, "Thank you so much," and I leave it for one more second. Right.
No,
Right, head up.
stop flirting with the old lady.
She breathes in through her nose just a little too deeply as you do that and goes,
You take care now, Annie.
I get out.
Do remember that I'll need 5 pennies for that.
Oh, of course.
Just because it's you, just because your jawline looks like I could cut my vervain on it.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Do come back.
Of course.
All right, you close the door behind you. You hear some knowing giggling behind you. And you are now the proud owner of enough herbs to get you a functional healer's kit,
Let's go.
as they call
Nice.
it back home. In the meantime, Aofor, you get up.
Okay. I get up. I would rush out immediately, but I see food, so first I eat.
It's more like an appetizer. You're
Oh,
pretty sure there's a porridge being prepared at
I
the
hope.
hearth.
I mean, I can't not have a proper breakfast. Fitting a lord, of course. But yeah, I rush out and I start to look for Signe and Toke and the others.
Very well. Okay. You stuff the bread in your mouth. You chuck back the drink, which pleasantly singes your throat and does just the trick to wake you up. You head for the arbor. The town doesn't seem to have suffered too much of whatever undead were left after you closed the gates and lost contact with the outside world. You see some traces of things being like gardens trampled, doors with scratch marks on them. And as you reach the arbor, you see that the boat is being pulled back to shore by some of its crew members. You see Toka standing close to the bow where you stood when you left home, wistfully plucking at their instrument, apparently composing a song to process the events of the night. It's probably very deep and
Melancholic.
yeah.
You wouldn't
Yes.
get it.
You would no. It's
Oh my god.
like you'd have to have been through things, like experience things and then peer into your soul. But anyway, you see Toka standing at the bow. Signe is there too. Once you get close enough, you see that there is potentially human skin stuck to her blade. You see a couple of crumpled heaps of human remains at the docks.
Okay. I as soon as I'm within her range, like
Mhm.
hearing range,
Mm-hmm.
I call out, Signe, are you okay? Did you fight? Did you see them?
She nods and she slams on her chest and points at the victims of her controlled rage.
I didn't doubt you for a second. Well done. How many did you face? 4. That's as many as we fought inside, and we were with a lot more people. But well done, well
she
done.
gestures back at the crew
Oh, okay.
and then with a hidden gesture at Toke, because she doesn't feel like involving them in the conversation. Let's put it that way.
Fair enough. I'm so glad to see that you're all okay. Were there any casualties? Is everyone okay? Is the captain okay?
She gestures at a few of the crewmen who are dabbing wounds, getting bandages out, but no one seems badly injured.
Okay, great. Okay. I tried checking on you yesterday, but things were complicated with letters and things. But
She gestures at you that she understands and that she would have done the same.
okay. Toka, are you okay?
Well, a scarred soul define how okay I can ever be again after witnessing the blight that has hit this land and soiled its clean air. I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever be okay again. But I suppose that no artist can produce true art without having faced their inner darkness or that of the world as they venture out into the unknown. Ploing.
I hear like cricket sounds in my brain.
If the monkey with the
with the symbols,
if he existed, it would have been in their head.
Excellent.
He just goes.
Toke, I have a very important task for you. I need you to go inside into the hall and speak to as many people as possible and hear from them the grand tale of how I, with Solkling at my side and Tyr's help, lighting up Solkling like the sun, defeated all the evil that was in the hall. And I'm sure you can make an incredible song out of that. So that is your task for today.
It would be nice to have a spark of brightness on the lips of the people. Brighten up the dark abyss that is now my soul, I guess.
Great. Is that a yes?
I'll see what I can do.
I hope
And
that's a
they-
yes.
Stalk off into the distance.
Insolence. Okay. I speak to Signy, our
The moment the
sign-
boat hits the Signa jumps off and gives you a very strong, heartfelt hug. The type that puts an introvert back into reality in a very pleasant way, but does leave bruised ribs. Even for you.
Take 1 point of damage.
Give me a constitution saving throw.
Oh no. My ribs. Okay, I go back into the hall together with Signy.
Okay. Yeah. She explains on the way that the moment she'd taken down 2 and the crew members took care of the others with Toke hanging back and doing their thing, they decided to retreat onto the boat and push it offshore so that nothing could get on board.
All right.
Which is how they weathered down the rest of the dangers of the night.
Great. And then, I'm going to go back inside and see if there's anything.
As you walk in, you you first notice Janus sort of twitching, trying to look anywhere but in your direction, and then looking at his mentor, superior, you don't know, might just be someone who's been in the guard for longer than he, and then looks the other way, takes out his weapon, starts polishing it, sits down, throws a glance at you, sees Signa, who's onto him one way or the other, glances back down again.
Okay. Well, is the king here?
Yes, he is talking to a few people who are well dressed enough to be talking to a king.
Mm-hmm.
You do also notice Brekka
I would have come
coming
back to
in
the hall.
with a satchel with a nicely tied bow.
Feeling better, I see.
I can heal us now.
Whoa. Oh,
Stuff it in my bag.
that is great. I didn't know that was part of your skill set.
Oh, I mean, I'm very versatile. I told you, my lord.
That you
I'm
did.
very useful.
Up till now, I only knew you were able to steal things from certain people, but and apparently
Who's
shoot
to
a bow
say
as
he
well.
didn't steal this?
No.
That is true.
Well, you'll be surprised at what else I can do.
Okay.
Toka, Signa, glad to see you're alive. I give Toka...
Toka arrived quite a while. He was here
I
before.
would.
They
Oh, if
were
I
here
saw him, I
before
was
you.
like, Toka, glad to see you're alive. Hit him on the shoulder, give him a little wink, walk away. Keep walking. I'm not that strong.
Just continues interviewing the people.
If it's just Signa, I just give her a nod.
She just goes. She gestures something at you, but you don't know what it means.
Tight.
Right. So I tell you.
You can, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Glad to see the mouse kept your ass safe.
Okay. I laugh. I say, indeed. And I gesture to both you and Signa and Toka as well to follow me to the king.
Okay. Toke cuts loose from a crowd of young admirers and stalks back to you.
And Toka, did you hear? Did you hear about my great deeds?
Apparently your hands were sweaty.
That's-
also there is reason to believe that you're a hero in the making, and there could possibly be sagas waiting to be added to my repertoire, and I could sing about that if I were so inclined to, but first I need to work on, processing the trauma I incurred last night, and that's a lot. And, the mind works in mysterious ways, and after seeing the true horrors that apparently this world is full of, and they just ramble on.
Okay.
I disengage. I bonus action disengage from the conversation.
At some point, Signa just raises her hand and...
Thank you, Signa.
My eyes had glazed over after 5 seconds, so it was just gone.
Before I fall asleep again, let us see the king, and because matters are way worse than I could have ever thought, so I think there's some haste behind our actions now.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to approach the king
Very well.
and say, Uncle, how are you today?
He's still talking
Oh.
to people. You can just rush
Totally
past if you would
oblivious.
just
Yes,
figure it
I
out.
do that. Yeah. I totally do that.
No, you don't.
What were you going to say?
I was just trying to stop you, but you already started talking.
I mean, you can
Yeah,
try to
no.
stop me.
No, I would have just been.
The king looks up from his conversation and it just seems to ponder over his options for a while and consider what he can get away with, because these people are sort of important, and goes, "You understand I have matters to discuss with my beloved nephew." You see the people of import throw a few displeased glances at you, but they do leave because the king's word is law.
Can I look at those people?
Oh,
No, just like because I have that piece of paper in my bag,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I got that from a trader's home,
yeah.
and I don't even know that that's paper, by the way, but and that trader was foreign,
Yes.
and I just want to see if the people that are walking away here have any like clothing or markings that I remember those foreign people. No, okay, that's all I wanted to check. I'm keeping my eye out, especially if we go to like the harbor or something. I'll be
Smart.
scanning.
Very well. Okay. Yeah. Right. No, but so the king has his full attention pinned on you now and says, "Speak, Eofor."
Thank you, Uncle. Matters obviously are more dire than I could have ever imagined. These creatures, especially the shadow creature, had you ever seen anything like that or heard about
No.
anything like that?
No. We've had the revenants invade before, And each time we managed to ward them off or otherwise ensure they wouldn't cause more harm. But this shadow thing is new. I suppose whatever is behind this is gaining in strength or fortitude or determination or what have you.
Then we have to be swift. I think it would be best if, with your permission, of course, if we, as soon as possible, try to locate the source or origin of whatever is causing this.
I would ask that you head for my queen first, the High Queen of Frisia, and her hall, so she can share whatever it is that she learned about the threat and specify her request, because after all I stand beneath her command, and I was only asked to send my best warrior, which I can now confidently say is you and your companion. I thank you too, young man, for your efforts. I saw you suffered greatly. I'm glad to see you've recovered somewhat.
'Twas but a scratch, King.
Don't sell yourself short. And I won't be sending you off alone. After your display last night, one of my younger knights, still inexperienced, but I'm sure he can be of some value to you. I believe you've had some words with him before. He
Is
may
it beer?
I would not dare call my peer inexperienced nor young. No, it's he seemed somewhat ashamed of how he first approached you. I'll tell you that. But Janus would like to join you on your travels. Of course, you're free to refuse. But he would like to join you as a follower, to make name for himself and learn things he would not ordinarily experience here in my hall.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. He pretty much disrespected me. A lot. But I saw his skills, and I think he can be very useful to us. So I would very much appreciate him coming along with us. And of course, he will learn to behave properly in my presence. That I am sure of.
That is most magnanimous of you, young prince. He beckons Janus, who comes and and the king nods and he goes, okay, well, we set off on the wrong foot. I'm Janus, son of Ono. I have not yet made a name for myself, but I'm sure I can in your company. It would be my honor to serve you, my liege.
It's okay, Janus. It's okay. You're okay. Calm down. Breathe. Remember to breathe.
Yeah, so I'll be joining you.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Well, Janus, son of Anno,
Yes.
you're more than welcome to join us. We're glad to have you here. Of course, as you know, I am Eofor, son of Heatherlove Wormslayer. And in the future, I expect your behavior to be a little more suited for your interactions with someone of my stature.
Give me a charisma check.
Come on.
Hold up, make it intimidation.
Every time. My charisma rolls are so... I hate it. 6.
Can I
With the
can I
intimidation
help him
bonus.
somehow?
I'll allow it this time because this is the first time you're doing it out of combat, but next time you have to specify that before
Thank you.
Oh,
Aofor
can I use
makes
the
the
help
roll.
thing like that?
No, you can just say like,
Yeah.
oh, I have Moose stare menacingly at Giannis or
Yeah,
something.
I want you to role play what you're doing to help him.
Right.
But you
Okay,
can
as I-
you can just
okay.
do that.
As
Yeah,
I see him
sure.
start to stumble, his voice cracks again. I just look, I make eye contact with Giannis, and I start to pull out my sword menacingly.
You can roll again, I guess.
Oh yeah, you can.
Do I
use
roll
that.
or does
I don't
he
have.
roll?
I don't have. I don't have intimidation. So
Better.
great.
14.
Okay. He doesn't quite get down on one knee, but he does bow his head and takes out his spear and says, "You have my spear, my liege, for as long as you're willing to."
Great. Now,
Good job.
look at us. The group is expanding. Amazing. We have to get to know each other better.
So do I just go to the...
Go pack. Go get your stuff.
Go get your stuff. We leave as soon as possible.
I'm gonna say my mom goodbye. Heads off. You're again mainly you're not alone. I mean, you're in a mead hall. There's a lot going on, but you can continue your conversation with the king if you want to.
Yeah. I was gonna ask, how do we travel to get to the High Queen?
Well, I mean, you followed the river to get here. You can continue upstream and eventually you'll see a tree, an old oak, split by lightning, and you'll want to turn left there, follow the river further down, or upstream, in fact, and you'll reach her treasure seat, her hall, in all its splendor.
We will leave as soon as possible.
Yes, Giannis can guide you. He's been there once before.
Good to know.
And please take this, and he beckons a servant in who holds a flask, leather bound, with a sealed cork in it. And the king says, "This is fermented milk sweetened with honey harvested during the summer solstice. It is a potent brew that will reinvigorate you in times of need."
Healing potion. Amazing. Okay. Thank you, Uncle. Thank you very much. That is much appreciated.
I'm sure your father has outfitted your crew well enough, so I hope you don't see this as a sign of disrespect, as I have no doubts about his wealth or station, but please accept this small token of my faith in you and something to ease your way should you need it. He also hands you a pouch with 3 pounds of silver in it.
Okay. Thank you very much, Uncle.
I was most impressed with your prowess. You live up to your father's name, and your mother's even more so, I dare say.
Thank you, Uncle. And apparently, Tyr was on my side, because did you see what Soul Cling did?
Yes, your father wielded it when he first entered my kingdom. Stole your mother's heart as he stole the life of those that dared stand against us at the time. I'm glad to see it has found a worthy successor.
I'm glad to
I
see that I am apparently worthy of this blade.
suggest you leave post-haste. Travel at night, as you can clearly tell, it's not safe anymore. Not any more than it was back in the day.
Thank you, Uncle. Your wise words are much appreciated, as are your gifts.
We will perform appropriate sacrifice in the name of your patron deity, I assume, then, Tyr, once you've set sail again, in the hopes of gaining his blessing.
Much appreciated. Yes, it was very, very sad that I did not have time to properly sacrifice an animal before the battle yesterday, but regardless, Tyr was on our side. I can only hope that he will be even more so when you hold a feast in his honor.
What's that? Sacrifice an animal?
Yes. Aren't you aware that that is a custom?
Would I be aware?
Yes, you would.
Okay, but like, where'd you get the animal from?
I don't know. Sometimes we just grab a goat from the stable. Sometimes we just see a little mouse running up someone's arm, and then we just get them, and you know.
What does Moose do? Get his ass.
Again, as far as the little mouse can have human-like expressions on its face, you would say that this is the kind of not impressed a New York gang member would be when faced with a kid from uptown who clearly doesn't even know the pointy end from the hilt of a knife. Yeah.
Right.
No, of course not. I mean, that reminds me. Do you have some livestock that you can miss, Uncle? It is important that we make the proper sacrifices, so it would be amazing if we could, bring some with us.
I'm sure we could spare a goat. Sorry.
That's the most...
Just us on a boat with a goat.
Yes, that sounds like a great idea. I would love a goat. Thank you so much, Uncle.
My lord, the crew will eat it.
I will stop them.
Okay.
I mean, we are going to eat it, but we first have to sacrifice it and then we eat it.
Okay. Just
Part
make
of the
sure you
ritual.
sacrifice it first, because the crew will eat it.
Yes. I'm sure I can manage. Okay.
Very well.
Thank you, Uncle. We will leave.
For what it's worth, you have my blessings too. I know I'm not much to behold, but I do hope that my trust means something to you, and that I will see you return in one piece.
I hope so too, Uncle. And I hope that your hall will stand still when we come back here. And
As long as I sit upon this throne, this hall will stand. And I intend to sit upon it for as long as my battered body will allow me to.
I think in the back of my mind, that might not be very long. But I say, of course, Uncle, then I'm sure that we will see each other again when we have dealt with whatever plagues these lands.
If the gods will have it.
If the gods
We
will have it.
surely will.
Goodbye, Uncle. Time to leave.
Awesome. You head back to the boat where Giannis has made 0 friends after his attempt to approach Toke backfired into 3 doses of depression. Signa apparently did not communicate in the way he was used to, and the captain was too busy getting a ship ready for departure. Didn't have time for this silly young man who clearly had a lot to prove still.
Throw my arm around him. You'll be fine, buddy. Just never talk to Toke unless you have money to give them, because they do not want to talk to you. Don't talk to Signa. She also does not want to talk to you. You'll be fine.
I don't even understand what they're saying. And they reek of salt.
Yeah, so...
And they're so tough, and they have beards. And I don't know what I got myself into.
Okay, well, you'll get over that. I walk away.
They're there.
Okay.
I walk by, also slap him on the back, and I'm like, all right. Let's restart this communication, okay? Let's have a drink together. Goes for you too, Brekka. Let's have a drink. It's okay,
Alright.
Signe. Let's get on the ship, have a drink. Oh, did someone see my goat? Is there a goat?
There is a servant hurrying after you, just carrying a goat.
I grabbed the goat.
just sort of. This is a live goat who is munching on grass unperturbed, like goats do. I don't understand goats. Don't ask me to explain the psyche of a goat. It's just there. You have a goat. Congratulations.
Thank you. I shoved the goat into Giannis's arms. Like, there you go. Make yourself useful. Take this goat on board, okay, will you? Oh, make sure it always is fed enough. You might want to pack some goat rations or something. Drinks?
Yes, I'd love
Hey,
some.
Goat
I-
rations.
I go up to Giannis. This is your task now. You better not fuck this up.
Give me an intimidation check.
Yeah, not that good. 11.
He's carrying a goat. Goats are scary. Your words do the trick. He's just like, yes, sir.
I
He
giggle and walk
starts
away.
Looking around. He just starts looking around frantically for grass, I guess.
Oh, and Giannis, if something happens to that goat, I'm holding you personally accountable. Understood?
I got it.
Great. You can give him a nickname if you want to. Might make it easier. I don't know. Okay.
We're going to sacrifice this thing, right?
Eventually.
I'll,
For a
I won't. I'll just call it goat.
Oh, it's little Giannis.
Little Giannis.
Yeah, isn't that nice?
You
Yes.
sick bastards.
Giannis, son of Giannis.
Oh, that's so sweet.
So sweet. All right, Giannis and Giannis, let's go. And I move towards the
Giannis
ship.
is thoroughly rethinking his life's choices. Right, you do have a new follower though.
And
Congratulations.
a goat.
And that
And
too.
a goat.
Amazing. Okay, so yeah, I
Yeah.
relay everything that the king said to the captain about where we have to go, about the tree that was touched by Odin, hit by lightning.
Yes. And that would be
And,
Thor then.
Ah, Thor, of course, Thor. Duh. Yeah, let's go.
Okay, I'm going to need a minute because my internet has just given up on life.
But of course.
And
As
I
it
need
does.
We can have a 5-minute break if you want. We initially planned having breaks in between these sessions, but we're not really taking
I mean, you have 15 minutes left in the stream, so
Oh, maybe not.
Maybe not.
No.
But I'm gonna run to the bathroom.
Okay.
that can happen.
If you want to do something in the meantime or plan something.
you do something.
I don't know.
I guess I can. Oh, so we walked. Oh, wait. As we walked up, are we still? The boat hasn't left yet, right? Or has it?
If you want to do something that would require the boat not having left yet, I'll say it hasn't left yet.
Great. I'll be like, I have to pee. I quickly run down.
Okay.
Just trying to again look for a house or a person that may look vaguely foreign, as I remember from the home that I broke into.
Give me an investigation check.
Please. 2.
No.
Damn it.
You see the hubbub of a city in the early morning. There's people running around, but most of them look same-ish to you. A lot of red hair, a lot of curly red hair. Tall people. Taller even than back home, where they call things
Healer
Linky.
kids. All right, I pull out the piece of whatever it is. I wouldn't know. I will find out what you are. shove it back in, go back up the boat.
Awesome. Okay. So, I need a minute.
You take a minute.
I will take a minute. Sorry, folks.
Hope you guys have been enjoying
Mm-hmm. Let us know in chat.
the campaign so far. Ralphius
Yeah.
says they're so mean. Yes.
They're evil.
Yes.
Evil.
I mean, but why are you surprised?
Damn, she's back.
Leif's back.
She's back.
Brother Jocelyn
Back
returns.
again.
Very well.
Very well.
Giannis, as much as you took the wind out of his sails, is an able guide. And once the ship has continued along the stream, upstream, deeper into Frisia, your mother's homeland, you eventually see farmsteads dotting the landscape, growing closer and closer together until they cluster into small villages. And eventually you reach the outskirts of something that you would in fact describe as worthy of the title city, worthy of the title center of Frisia, jewel of Frisia, as it is even known. For here rests the treasure seat of High Queen Wealthio. You haven't inquired much after her, so you know very little beyond that she controls most of this area, has built something of an empire for herself, in fact. A grand vision of Frisia, covering the northern shores well into the south. She has been on the throne for quite some time. She is lauded for her wisdom first, her beauty second, of course, of flaming locks of auburn hair.
Her beauty is beyond compare.
Absolutely. And you reach the port of the city, whose name escapes me most thoroughly, but I'm just going to ignore that and move on. You're here. Congratulations.
Amazing.
It took you exactly 1.75 sessions to get to the actual quest giver.
Yes. We are approaching the actual quest giver.
Sick.
Great. Okay, so what do I see? Are we docking somewhere? Are we
Yeah, absolutely. Where King Finn's mead hall offered space in its harbour for one, maybe two ships of your size. You're pretty sure that this harbour has the space to facilitate at least 10 ships of Rafbroga's size docking, loading goods, people, what have you. There's a lot going on here. This is a bustling city, very much alive. A lot going on.
Bigger
People
than our
going in
own?
and out.
Bigger than where we came from?
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
damn.
Mm-hmm.
So I've never seen a city this big.
Oh yeah, potentially it has multiple smithies.
No. Not multiple
Oh,
cities.
yeah.
Wow. I am getting so much jewelry here. But first,
Glad you've got your priorities straight. Maybe slay some monsters in the meantime.
yeah,
you know.
sure. Does the city look in disarray or anything? Like, does it look like there have been monsters here as well?
Do you just want to look around as you get off the ship, or do you want to actively investigate, walk around town?
As soon as we dock, I'm gonna walk up to some of the people working on the docks, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
and ask them. Well, first of all, hello, hi, good day to you. It is I, Eofor, son of Heath the Love Worm Slayer. Yes, I am finally here. No more need to wait. Have you been attacked by any undead monsters in the past days?
Well, I don't know, sir. I mean, it's nothing new in it. At this point, we've got, guards patrolling at night, and I think we're amply defended in that regard. But what did you say your name was? Didn't quite catch all the titles you threw at my face there.
Eofor,
wonderful.
son of Heathelove Wormslayer. You have heard of Heathelove Wormslayer, have you not?
Of course I have. As he slayed worms, I'm sure.
He slayed worms.
Lots of the
3
beasts.
of them, yes,
Oh
definitely.
yeah, no, I heard of that man.
I can
Great
tell.
man he is.
Great
Are
man.
you right, hero? That. Ooh.
Yes, so great. I know, right?
Always amazed by the stories they tell of that man. Oh yeah.
I have more stories to tell if you want.
So, do you want me to fetch my boss to deal with you, Your Highness? Then.
That is a great idea. Yes, fetch your superior. Thank
Wonderful,
you.
yeah, lovely meeting you.
Great to meet a fan
Yeah,
of
sire.
Heathelove Wormslayer on this side of
Absolutely.
the railroads. Yes,
Great old champ that.
yes.
See you later.
Later. Oh, the people
Oh,
are so
boy.
friendly here, Brecca.
Yes. I'm sure I didn't understand a word you said. I just, except for the introduction, I think I could.
Were you speaking Frisian or trader's tongue? Or
Trade.
Oh,
Then
okay.
you
Then I
could
did.
follow this wonderful bit of interaction.
Yes. Oh, they are so kind. I look around to see a foreign person at this dock.
Give me an investigation check.
One day, I'll roll good. Not today. That
It's
was
not
3.
this day. That's too bad. You see a lot of people. There is a lot happening.
Yeah, there's too much going on. I've never
Honestly-
been in a place this big. There's so many
Yeah.
boats, so many people.
I mean, there are definitely some people who don't fit into the regular Frisian mold, if you will, but no one that jumps out or closely resembles the looks of the merchant you you procured this document from.
Yes.
Anyway, the middle-aged skinny man gets back. He is joined by a middle-aged but less skinny man who radiates some degree of authority. Has a ledger with him as he walks towards you, even keeping track of the boats coming and going, what people are getting on and off. And as the one that greeted you skirts off, he looks at you. What can I do for you? What can I do for you?
Good day. My name is Eofor. I'm the son of Heathelove Wormslayer. You might have heard of him. Probably you have heard of him.
Oh, yes. I have you on a list here. Yeah, you're the little princeling that's coming.
I am the prince.
I'm
yes.
so your mighty royal highness. Yeah, I know. I have you on the list.
Oh, great.
I love your outfit, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, so gruff exterior aside, I'm the sort of the boss around here. I've got the authority. So the queen's expecting you.
Perfect.
Her Royal Highness, if you will. Yeah. So King Finn Blueskin sent word, and glad to see you're here. So,
What is your name, good sir?
Gert.
Gert. Nice to meet you, Gert.
Are they talking in trade language?
He greeted you both in trade language, but
I'm
then
responding in trade
once
Oh,
you
you
said your
switched.
name, he switched to Frisian.
Then I
Eased-
switched to Frisian
know,
as well. Yeah.
Eased into his regular demeanor.
Yeah, so obviously someone as humble as me, even though I kind of control these parts, doesn't have an immediate connection to Her Royal Highness, but I can definitely send a messenger to let her know you're here, and we can make it comfortable and get you something to drink, maybe find some respite for your crew, everything.
That is
Sounds
amazing.
good?
That sounds great. Thank you so much, Gert.
Okay.
Much appreciated.
Yeah, I know.
It's always
right?
great to be greeted in a proper way by someone who knows how to properly address.
Oh, no less than due respect. It's only right, right?
It is only right.
Mhm.
Exactly. That's
After
what I've been
such a
saying.
long journey.
After such a long
And
journey.
who's this young fella here?
Hi. In
Introduce
trade
yourself.
language. Sorry, I was eating nuts. It was a really long boat ride.
He switches back to Frisian, so then your
Frisian?
companion. No,
Oh,
trade
okay.
language. So you're his companion.
No, I'm but a humble retainer to my lord.
Okay, well,
So, yeah, okay. Get yourself some rest. You can head to my my humble abode over there. It's nothing much, but there's a chair, and I'll make sure my wife fetches you a drink, and then you can wait for sort of the attaché of the queen, I guess.
That sounds great. Thank you very much, Gert. I would
You're
very much
so
like to take you up on
welcome.
that offer.
You're so welcome.
Does he? I'll wait till he starts to walk away if he does.
he points you towards his office of sorts,
he
and
walking
then
with
walks
us?
away. Yeah,
Oh, as he walks away, I try to
he's busy.
slide a foot, trip him.
Would that be an attack roll?
I don't want to hurt him. Just want to.
I don't
Trip
want to
him
hurt him. I just want to make sure he plants into the ground face first.
Doesn't have to fall. I just want him to trip up a little, and I want him to know it's me.
Oh,
I guess dexterity?
yeah. Just give me dex. I'll have him make a dex save.
Jesus Christ.
What's your dex?
Still +7, but like. Oh well,
He rolled a 2 too.
+7.
Yeah. He doesn't smack face first against the floor, but he definitely stumbles before catching himself, and then
Sorry. I keep walking.
Savage.
Punk ass.
Fucking degenerate doesn't even speak Frisian cheese.
So, yeah, onto the house. Gert's house.
yeah, you hear a woman rushing after you, saying,
Oh, Your Highness.
Hello.
Yeah.
You are Gert's wife.
Yes, I'm Gertrude.
Gertrude. Of
I
course
know
you
it was
are.
meant to be. I'm so glad you're here. I mean, we haven't much to offer. Obviously, we're very busy. Very busy. Really going out of my way to get you a drink, but anything for you.
Of course, I expect
You look so
no.
nice.
Thank you.
Love
thank
the
you.
outfit.
Ignore the blood spatters on my cape.
Have you been in battle, my lord?
I have actually. Would you like to hear about it?
Oh my gosh, no. I have things to do. Anyway, right. Okay, so there's a drink on the counter over there. You can sit. I'm sure someone will get there really soon. My husband's real busy, so he probably forgot to call someone straight up, but I'll make sure they know you're here. Okay?
Okay, Gertrude. Thank you very much. We will just go sit there then.
My pleasure. You make sure you don't get the carpet dirty, okay? Bye.
she heads off.
Goodbye.
Okay, what's in this goddamn house? Robbing it.
It's just a humble office. Really, there's a desk. There's a couple of cupboards with documents stacked inside. There is a clerk sitting at a smaller desk in the back of the room, just sort of looking up. In due reverence, nod his head at you, then continuing scribbling. You look like someone of import, so they treat you as such.
Amazing. Did everyone join us from the boat, like Toke and Signe and Jannis?
Signe would have gone after you. Toka was taking a nap. I'll just say right now.
Fair enough.
Janus still taking care of that goat.
It's important.
Good for them.
Yeah, they've
Mm.
grown close. They're buddies
Hello,
now.
Janus,
It's
yeah.
going to hurt when that goat gets
Mm.
sacrificed. Yeah, the captain's busy just making sure that everything's all right administration-wise.
May I be a small menace and just take something off the desk? Doesn't matter what. Just to be a menace.
Just a small
I
menace.
just
sure.
want-
Give me a sleight of hand check and see if the clerk noticed.
I just want to be a menace. I hate this family now. 11 plus 3, 14.
Okay, neat. You take a carved wooden statue of a whale.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm. The wood is of a nice hardy quality. It's a deep dark brown.
Wrote it down as whale statue, between brackets, spite.
Excellent.
I forgot something.
Yes.
How long were we underway, like with the ship?
About 3/4 of the day, so it's well
Okay.
into the afternoon now.
Sometime during that trip, I would have taken out the figurine of the hare and just studied it until I, got a bit of a feel of what it is.
Just
or how
out in the open.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was thinking, like, would Eofor be sneaky about anything? Probably not. Also, just because he doesn't think that being sneaky is necessary for anything.
In that case, I'm going to say that Signa notices you fumbling around with the thing and approaches you and reaches out a hand.
Would you like to see it, Signe? Sure. I hand it to her.
She holds it up to the sun. You see the ivory play with the light. The hair is 2 amber eyes, in fact.
2 amber eyes. Ooh.
She hands it back to you. And gestures that it is, in fact, a talisman.
A talisman. Oh.
She can't tell what because it's not her field of expertise. So she doesn't know what the effects of it are specifically. You'd have to seek out an expert, if you will. But
That's so
it definitely
cool.
holds some power.
Amazing. Oh. Okay. Well, we're in a big city now, so I guess I'm gonna have to seek someone else.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah. While we're waiting, Brekka, would you be up for a little game?
Of course.
Yeah.
What do you need me to steal and from who?
Oh, okay, that kind of game.
I just assume because that's what you've been asking me to do every 2 days on the ship, so.
It is true. It is funny. What was the last thing you stole again?
Probably something from the others.
Yeah, I stole Giannis's pants in the morning. He had to run around, look for him. That was funny.
Was
that was
very funny. Yes, and then we put them on small Giannis.
Yeah.
So then we had
And then they
small Giannis
smelled
with-
like goat.
Exactly.
You had to get them on.
How could I forget? That was amazing.
That was funny.
No, I was thinking more of a gambling kind of game.
Oh,
I mean,
do
it's
love
been
to
a while.
gamble.
Yes, me too. And it's been ages. So I thought, let's just put some shillings on the table and play for them.
All right, my lord.
Do you
What do
want to role play this? Because I am going to say, as much as it sucks, that we've got half an hour left.
Yep. We're just gonna gamble.
So I suppose then, would that be an intelligence check? It's just gambling, right? Do you want?
You're definitely gonna cheat, right?
Are you going to cheat? Because then I'm going to have you roll a sleight of hand check.
Yeah, I'm gonna cheat. I'm up against the king.
So
I'm the
then I
king's
want
son over here. You
I
got
want
money.
I want a sleight of hand from you, and just
Perception?
if you're just playing the game, not
I'm just
even
playing the game. I'm not
expecting
even.
Then just give me.
Of course, I'm gonna cheat if it's AO4.
Performance?
Huh.
What does performance?
How about insight?
insight? Oh yeah, insight. That's
okay. Please be with me for once. Thank God.
Okay, but okay.
17.
15.
Neat. Whatever you put on the table, it's now all Brekka's.
I put the outrageous amount of 20 shillings. Because I have no idea what money's worth. And I have a shit ton of it. So I think that's a proper price.
Cool. Congratulations. You've earned about another year's wages.
Well done. I guess we'll pick it up some other time, huh?
Yes. What the fuck? I love this guy.
The moment Brekka says to no one in particular, really, I love this guy, a messenger from the Queen comes in. They look well dressed, a red cloak flung across their shoulders.
Good cloak choice.
It's a man, you estimate him to be well into his 30s, red hair, as a lot of people here have, a beard, well kept. He looks at the both of you and says, "Welcome. I heard you arrived. We're glad you're here. We've been waiting."
I'm glad to be here too. And you might be?
I am Karel.
Karel.
Yes.
Okay, Karel. Are you here to take us to the High Queen?
If you'll let me, definitely, yes.
Yes, I mean, we've been waiting here for quite some time, actually. I think Gert didn't really hurry with getting someone to... Might have to have a word with Gert later. But yeah, sure, let's go.
The man is good with numbers, but his wife is really the one in charge, for future reference. But don't mind my rambling. Let's...
In my head, I
Hurry.
think I'll steal off her next time.
Okay, Karel, lead the way.
Very well. And will it be just the two of you? Do you have any... I assume your crew members are accounted for, but any other followers, court?
Yes, I wish to bring my retainers, of course.
Very well.
Signe and you, Brekka. And where's Toke? And Jannis. Jannis is basically my retainer now, too, right?
I'll go
Get him, quickly. Yeah, I will.
Should I send for them?
Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah, that's a good idea.
He
That's how
leans
things
outside and apparently tells someone who's been hanging back to fetch the people with the names you
Okay,
just
look for the
mentioned.
very melancholy guy, and the other one is with a goat.
He leans back in. Did you catch that? They will. They'll know. We'll make sure they're there. Very good. Follow me.
Yep.
And you walk after this well-kept man as he guides you towards the mead hall, a mighty vestige worthy of the name and fame of its queen. It is, you would be inclined to admit, somewhere in the darkest, dankest corners of your soul, maybe even more magnificent than your father's.
It can't be. But maybe it is, but it can't be. Okay, maybe it is.
It's what in there that counts. Signe and Toke join you. Jannis also joins you. You see that he has some grass stuck in his hair, but other than that, he's trying to gather his bearings and make sure he's worthy of your company. And your merry band of adventurers follows Karel towards Queen Wealthiel's hall.
Amazing.
Large oaken gates swing open, two guards pushing them, scratching across the floor of the hall, which thunders and booms with many footsteps, probably hiding the wealth of her kingdom beneath. There is a lot going on. There's people going back and from with goods, with food, with glorious purpose, if you will. And
way in the back, a woman is seated, surrounded by her council, you'd assume. She is dressed in a deep blue gown, a large leather belt with golden buckle flung across her waist. She wears a crown, gold, beset with amber and garnets. Her hair is indeed flaming auburn, braided into braids that would reach well below her waistline if she were to stand up. In one word, she is quite beautiful and dignified, and she has whatever company is in front of her, is treating them calm, collected. She doesn't seem to notice you yet. Do you announce yourself as you enter? Do you...
I tell Toka to announce me. It's your job, right? Yes. You announce me. Yes. Yeah, that's proper. That's
I'm
proper.
holding back my laugh. I'm in the back going, oh my god. Oh my god.
You
in song form.
He's your follower, so you can spend him to give you advantage on all charisma checks and saving throws until you take a short or long rest.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I'm gonna ask him to help me make a magnificent entrance.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to have him roll a performance check with advantage because he can do that, which is nice. Okay, very well. You're good. You're good.
Okay,
It would have been a 3, but...
So many 3s today.
Really?
Yeah, I've rolled like 3 3s, and you also rolled a 3.
Damn.
I rolled a lot of 2s.
Do you want him to sing?
Yes.
Okay, so as you're
Present me with the song of, I don't know.
as the doors open up, letting more daylight filter into this large, almost cavernous space, mighty oaken pillars supporting its roof, tapestries flanking the walls, a fire even larger than that of your father's, happily crackling, burning in the center.
Hope I don't fall in that.
Toke seizes the moment, bangs on his lyre and belts out. God, I did not have this prepared.
I mean,
A mighty hero he is, his sword ablaze, with fairer face, his father an honored king, his fate, I assure you, grand and promising.
holy shit, that was so cool. Oh, I'm so glad I trusted Toka.
Yeah, I'm clapping for you. My character, cry laughing in the back.
Everyone looks up as Toke's riff echoes through the hall. The queen slowly averts her gaze from her company, looks straight ahead towards where you're standing, just raises an eyebrow. And in silence gestures to the hall, which immediately, knowing you would arrive one of these days, all stands up and moves so that a straight path between you and the queen is opened up. Her company, too, take seat beside her. The other 4 join the mass at the foot of the stairs leading through her treasure seat. Behind it you see heads of many slain beasts, some shields, It is a sight to behold.
Mm.
She simply sits there, looking at you, with her amber crown,
Things are so
large
well
earrings
organized.
dangling from her ears.
Okay, I guess this is it. I straighten up and put on my bravest face and stride up to the queen.
I wipe my tears. And I start to follow him as I I look at Toke. How are they doing?
They've sort of lowered their head as if lost in whatever artful ponderings tortures their soul. But you see, give me a perception check.
Oh, 12, finally. It's the best perception check I've ever rolled.
Their lips are quivering.
It would have been 14, but yeah.
Yeah, their lips are quivering. And iron grip on the instrument.
Good job,
So
buddy.
well, though. Yeah.
give them a good job, buddy. As I walk past.
You hear it coming.
I compose myself and follow.
Awesome. Okay. You stride towards the High Queen.
Yes. And when I'm at a respectable distance,
Yeah, there's 4 steps in between you and the Queen's throne.
yeah, I kneel down, bow my head, and say, High Queen, I am honored to be here. I am at your service.
She rises up from her throne silently, steps down, her deep blue dress dragging on behind her. She says, "Stand up, young warrior." And as you do, you see she has a hand reached out.
I take it and I kiss it.
Such a pleasure to see Hidolaf's son. As disappointing as it was that Finn could not provide me with one of his own, I suppose you will do just fine. Your Scop certainly seems to believe in your prowess.
Yes, he sings of a battle. Shouldn't I be? Oh. I stopped talking. I'm really out of my depth here. I'm just looking around. I'm like so intimidated by this big hall because the previous hall was way less organized, and there I felt like I could, actually navigate the circumstances. Now I'm like insecure, so I'm like my voice is cracking a bit, and I'm like, I hope to be of service, my queen.
I don't make you uncomfortable, do I, young warrior?
No, but of course not. I'm no, my queen.
Well, either way, I hope you realize that there is no ill will between us. I'm only glad to have such promising a young princeling come to my aid. And the gods know we need it. I see you've brought support.
My loyal retainers are with me, Your Highness.
That is wonderful to hear. The more the merrier, they say. Well, regarding the gravity of the matter, I suppose and she turns to the crowd, would like you all to leave for now, my dears. And people start shuffling out. It's quite the flock that's now leaving the mead hall, and without footsteps without chattering. It's, well, just that, an empty space. Although the queen quite finely manages to fill that up with her presence. She sends her counselors out too. And now it's just the three of you. Now I can speak candidly. I'm not sure to what extent you've encountered already the threat we face daily now. But the situation is growing dire, and as much as I would like to save my people from having to face it head on, I think it's time to accept that this will not pass by, that this is not merely some whim of nature or the gods, but something we must address. And thus I have asked my loyal subjects to send me their best and brightest. Many of them have already ventured forth. And I suppose it's your turn now.
Did they succeed in their tasks?
From some I've received no word, only silence. Some returned, husks of what they were when they came here, and some I still expect good results from.
Well, we indeed encountered some of the monsters just a day ago. We have seen not only the undead in their empty, decaying remnants of bodies, but also shadow creatures. Do you have any knowledge of these?
We've seen all manner of evil invading my empire. Whatever lies beyond, whatever controls this cruel attack on all that I stand for, all that Magna Frisia has come to stand for, the peace, the prosperity, seems to have doubled its efforts in ransacking my people, attacking me. And so far, my people have been able to hold off its forces, but I would like to get to the root of whatever corruption lies beneath. And thus I called upon you and others like you.
Do you have any idea what is causing this?
As a matter of fact, I do. You see, some of my messengers I did not send out to gather support from able-bodied warriors, but rather consult seers across the land, and a few of them returned, speaking of a single creature which seems hell-bent on destroying my empire for whatever reason. And they came back with a riddle, as the seers and the gods seem so very fond of, which, of course, I can share with you.
That would be most appreciated, my queen.
Very well. It sounds as thus, or so it was told to me. The age-old curse, a broken heart. In pieces 3, it was torn apart. One lays still aslumber, buried in Danish earth, where long-forgotten giants rest. Another is guarded close, deep in cliffs of white, a tragic creature's abhorrent nest. The third then hides east, far in forest dark. its serpentine custodian on Highland Crest. Naturally, I can only assume that this refers to some sort of anchor points for the fiend that tortures me. Perhaps they'll allow us to locate it or slay it. I hope that some of my other messengers will soon return with more information from seers that are willing to shed more light on the situation rather than present me with ambiguous messages, however eloquently voiced.
Yes, this is already quite a lot of information, Your Highness. It sounds like these 3 places are to be visited in order to be able to get rid of this scourge?
I would assume so. If it is, as I suspect, then whatever these 3 objects are, a broken heart, torn in 3, would suggest the fiend has split its soul and spread it across the land. Meaning that I could perhaps perform a ritual in honor of the gods and cleanse them, maybe weakening it. Thus my request specifically is for you to retrieve these objects, whatever they may are, and return them to me, so that we can finally be free of this disastrous intrusion into my peace that I fought so hard for.
But of course, Your Highness, I will, with the help of the gods, retrieve the 3 pieces and bring them here to you.
Very good, young man. I am delighted to hear of your zeal. And of course, we should have a feast in celebration of your arrival and impending departure, sadly. I will make sure that you receive these writings or carvings as they were handed to me on wood, so that you might consult them later.
That would be excellent, Your Highness. Although I'm sure that my Sculptoke over here has already, with his incredible memory, memorized everything that you just said. Right, Toka?
Well, Toka just was.
But maybe to be sure.
Very good. Although I'm glad to hear you have such gifted company, of course.
My company is...
She lingers
beyond
on your
compare.
mouse for a bit and returns her gaze to you. Good. Well, then I suppose you can invite yours and their friends, whomever, for this momentous occasion. We can celebrate before you depart early in the morning, post-haste.
That sounds like an excellent idea, Your Highness.
Do you have any plans yet? Any thoughts? Where to go?
Well,
Naturally, your priority is not to fight the undead forces roaming around, as me and my people will take care of that as best as we can.
it sounded like you mentioned Danish grounds. Did you not?
Yes.
Then maybe that is a place to start. We can go to Denmark.
Excellent.
Do you have contacts with anyone there?
I have contacts everywhere, dear. I stand atop an empire.
That doesn't...
People have contacts with me.
Fair enough.
I'm sure
I'm
there
sorry,
will
Your
be
Highness.
a thane or ring giver willing to offer you hospitality. North.
Thank you. Do you have any seal or anything that I can show to anyone we might encounter in order to show them that you have put your trust in me?
Give me a charisma check. with advantage
Oh
because
my god, would be so amazing. So great. Okay. Okay. Just straight up charisma?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Dirty 20.
Nice.
The one charisma
Mm.
check that actually counts.
She looks at you for a moment in silence. Thinks, then looks at her left hand, which is riddled with rings. Precious rings, gold, silver. You see gemstones you haven't even had the pleasure of laying your eyes upon in the stashes of your father. She takes one off. A golden ring. Wires wrapped around one another. A pearl enclosed within the braids. And on the other side, a signet. She hands it to you. Let that be proof of our allegiance.
Thank you, my queen. I cannot express the gratitude I am feeling right now. I will protect this with my life.
You can tell them my name and they'll know. After all, I ask them for aid as well.
Thank you.
Very well then.
Shiny. So shiny.
Now, if you'll permit me, I have a hall to prepare for a mighty feast, so I shall see you once the sun has set, and we'll have the necessary festivities and foreign delights, exotic pleasures waiting.
That sounds like a feast I am not sure I am worthy of, my queen. Thank you. My gratitude
no.
is beyond words.
Youth deserves all that this world has to offer.
I just bow my head in silence and respect.
Very well. She claps her hands, and you hear a rumbling outside the doors. They swing open. Everyone just flows back in, starts doing their thing, because she has got everything under control. A feast is being prepared, and you're free to do whatever you want for the remainder of the day.
All right. Okay. Leaving the hall. I'm a bit shaky.
We've
I'm
got
trying-
2 minutes left, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to hide it, but you can probably see that I'm a bit.
That was intense.
That was the High Queen.
Commanding queen she is.
Yeah,
A lot of presence.
and so many rings.
A lot of rings.
Did you see them? I'm so jealous. I wish I can have a ring collection as elaborate as hers someday.
I mean, at what point do you have enough rings? Where does it end?
One can never have enough rings.
Where will you put them?
Everywhere.
Okay.
I mean, just you know what I mean. I look at the ring. Does it fit on any of my fingers?
Yeah.
All right. I slide
She
it
has,
in,
Beautiful, slender fingers, and your
17.
your chops. The ring fits around your pig.
Yeah. Okay. So I put it around my pink.
Looks nice.
Right.
Mm.
Right. And yeah. Let's wait for the feast to begin. I think that's a
Nice point.
Perhaps.
To call it a day.
Perhaps, my lord, before the feast, we can simply go take a shower or a bath in the bathhouse.
okay. That does sound.
So
like
we
a
do
good-
not.
I mean,
Enter with blood on our cloaks.
yes. I forgot for a second that we were still.
Yes,
Ugh.
we are disgusting.
We are.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
To the bathhouse. or the
We
equivalent
do not.
of that.
We do not know where anything is. We're just walking into.
just walking
You
through
didn't ask her anything at all.
We'll find
Nope.
it.
Awesome. I guess we'll save the bathhouse visit for next week. Then.
Yes.
You've got your quest.
We've got a quest.
Yay!
And such a cool quest. Ooh.
Yeah, I made it right.
You're gonna have to send us that.
Yeah, please.
I'll write it down.
please.
I was
I'll
trying
write
to
it
keep
down.
up, but I could not.
Yeah, I have like 3 half sentences and then just some bullet points.
Yeah, so, dear people, hope you enjoyed this second session of whatever AO4 Saga will become.
Next week we'll have a name for it.
That's a good idea.
That's our goal for the week.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That was really cool. I'm so excited.
I'm glad not to be dead. That's so
I'm
nice.
glad we survived that battle.
Yeah,
It was so
that's
scary.
I am so bad with microphones. It's just, I'm sorry.
No, it's not you. It's the microphones, the stands issue. Don't worry. Don't
Um,
worry.
Yeah, so thank you for watching. Hope we'll be seeing you next week again. Tell your friends, tell your family if you think we are deserving. If you think AO4 is deserving of your support. And break out of more opportunities to make fun of people. We'll be back next week, Thursday, with Beowulf. Before that, we've got you streaming on Wednesday.
Yes.
And you will be...
Eldritch horror dating game.
Naturally.
Yeah.
Yeah, of
Damn.
course. I mean, what else would you be playing, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, cool.
Amazing.
And then on Thursday, we've got Beowulf. And then on Friday, we've got Morris. Wait, hold up. No, we've got tomorrow on Friday, more Black
Yeah.
Flag. Whoa, it's
Black
Thursday
Flag
today.
tomorrow.
I am so confused. Yeah. Whew. Okay, I've spent my brain capacity for the day. Anyway, I'll be
Time for a
streaming
long
Black
rest.
Flag. Time for a long rest.
Also, if you guys have any,
Tips?
yeah, because
We're figuring this out
figuring
as
things
we
out
go.
with the
Yeah,
board
yeah.
and all that. So do let us know how.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
to improve. the
Yeah,
Give
quality.
us
have any
feedback.
tips.
You can join
Yeah.
the Discord and let us know.
Yeah.
You can hang us up on Twitter.
Yeah.
Lots of opportunities to contact us, and we're always happy to hear your thoughts on things or geek out about history, games, stuff. Wordle, which is apparently the most active channel on our Discord.
It has to be. I'm sorry.
Demonic.
I've still never seen Wordle.
Good for you.
I dutifully click on the channel every time it lights up, but I still haven't played any myself.
But
and I
the
Just
only
make
thing
sure
I
that
do-
the annotation is not there.
The only thing I do is when one of my friends goes, "Damn, I didn't get the Wordle," I go on Wordle just to get it and piss them off, and that's the only time I do Wordle.
That is so back out you.
Awesome. Yes, I think our shift is coming to an end. We have to start running from university ghosts,
Yep.
hell-bent on expulsing us from the vet building, which closes at 8. We've got a solid 27 minutes left, so we're good. But we still need to start packing. It has been a pleasure. Looking forward to next week, Thursday. This was Streaming the Past with Beowulf-inspired D&D.
Thanks for being here. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.